I'm locked in. You need to be too. Wingstop, baby. Get the deal and get in the club. Bonus meal deal for two and Club Wingstop. Limited time only at Wingstop.
Want to stretch that dollar? Taylor Doll here to help save you money with the Money Pages magazine and app. Trying to figure out dinner? Money Pages has deals at your favorite local restaurants. Need auto repairs or an oil change? Money Pages has coupons to help you save. Looking to do some home improvement projects? Money Pages has deals on everything home, from AC repair and plumbing to flooring and painting. Check your mailbox for Money Pages today and download the app for savings on the go.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation, time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine, Cougars. Go time on a Friday morning as we get you into the weekend. It's a GFL Friday. That is Green for Life. Got a mini camp now in the books. Gonna hear from Jacoby Myers this hour. My impression of Jacoby Myers from afar, now he's one of us, has always been just kind of a quiet, productive receiver, right? Then there's the one career moment for him that, gosh, from what we see of him, that seems a little out of place. Do you know what I'm talking about, E?
No.
Sips coffee. You remember he was holding out with the Raiders? He wanted more money? You remember that?
That was early last season, right?
It's either maybe even 2 years, either early last season or 2 years ago,
Kinda,
right? I want to be
kinda.
one, I want to be paid more like a one. And it ended up circling back and staying with the team. It was never, any sort of nuisance or distraction by it. But how excited is a guy like Jacoby Myers at this stage of his career to be paired with an ascending quarterback in a Liam Cohen offense? I mean, what a bonus now. You come to Jacksonville. You leave a Raiders team that, won as many games in your whole career as you just won in the last half of your Jaguars career. Beginning of it. You came here. You seemed to settle down the receiving core. You produced. And you got rewarded. A $20 million a deal year. You are the anchor veteran receiver of this evolving, emerging offense for the next few years. So, man, Jacoby Myers, I'm sure, is probably the best place in his career. And that's always good. In fact, we seem to have a few dudes like that on this roster. It's a really good situation down there right now. We're really inside of a window. It's a doggone, downright, dirty, rotten shame that we're going to have to play, we're going to have to play with some odds against this because of the scheduling. And again, I don't use it as an excuse. They won't, and watch them just go win it all. I think we would take it for sure. I would just say this. I would make this plea to the downtown ears this morning. If we're going to win the Super Bowl, E.T., good morning, friend.
Ça passe.
If we are going to win the Super Bowl in this window of the next couple of years, can we just go ahead and make it this year while we're here?
Yeah, do it here at the crib.
Although I would, here's what happens, and I don't know how the tickets would be dispersed, but let's dream a little, shall we? So, he just busted out some Aerosmith in there. I heard that. So say the Jags have a great year. Make a deep run. Go to the AFC Championship game. Come back and now and prove to be one of the established teams that builds off success and, doesn't putter around or regress. And let's say next year, 2027, they're the top seed in the AFC. You think there's any kind of, which means they would be hosting the game in Orlando. Is there any kind of NFL mandated ticket restriction? Would the Jacksonville fan base at least get first crack? Because you run into a situation playing in Orlando where you could literally be a neutral field, couldn't it? I mean, if the Jags are playing the Bills in the AFC Championship game in Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
Is it just a free-for-all, or is it a Jaguars home game and they get to, see what I'm saying? Now, they all go in the secondary market anyway. It's just a middleman, but it's an interesting dynamic. I'm not real sure what happens in that situation, to be honest. But anyway, I digress. I mean, I'd take it right now, sight unseen. I'd take AFC Championship game on the road for that matter. So anyway, we do have Jags talk today. That includes Jacoby Myers, who met the media yesterday. I give Liam Cohen props. There's not much you can add to what he is saying every day, but he's met the media after every session. And so the latest from the Jaguars head coach as well. It's got to be hard for them. You're being asked all these questions. What you're seeing in minicamp, it's not that it doesn't matter, but there is a lot of it doesn't mean anything. I promise you the approach, the focus, and the review of practice from the coaches and from the team is far different from what we see in our windows from the sideline as media or from what you see in the stands on the open practice days. Are we aware of this Phil Mickelson story that's brewing out there? Did you see this one, E.T.?
Oh, yeah, Pete.
Hey, Phil.
You can't do that.
Listen, when you are that esteemed in the golf world, I mean, you're probably the anchor member at whatever golf club you're a member of. And Phil Mickelson has a home club, and he probably has 15 other memberships, probably more than that, spread across the world. But he's a Southern Californian, and his club is a place called the Farms Golf Club in Rancho Santa Fe, California.
Rancho.
Yeah, Rancho Santa Fe. Mickelson has been booted from the club amid allegations of somewhere between inappropriate conduct, sexual misconduct. I don't know exactly where it falls. The allegation is like it was inappropriate touching or something of that matter. Et with a member of the staff. What are we doing? Hey, bro, the midlife crisis can end, right? You're 50-something, salt and pepper beard, hair slicked back. What are you hitting on the cart girls, bro?
What are you doing, creep?
Creeping. Phil Mickelson's longtime read from the Associated Press. Phil Mickelson's longtime membership with the Farms Club in Rancho Santa Fe, California, has ended amid an alleged incident with a female employee. Mickelson reportedly made a, quote, non-consensual and inappropriate physical contact with a clubhouse staff member who rejected his advances and reported the matter immediately to her supervisors. Apparently, Mickelson was making the turn. He's out on the golf course. The club officials hop in the club cart, drive out to 12, and promptly tell him to get his stuff and get off the premises. So we're talking about probably something, at least the allegation is serious. Meanwhile, Mickelson's attorney tells Golf Digest there is, quote, objective video evidence refuting the allegations. However, he did not provide the video when requested. The club later confirmed there is no video of the incident. The Farms, confirming in a statement that an incident had occurred at the club, did not provide the names of the specific parties. The Farms Golf Club is committed to maintaining a golf club environment that is safe, respectful, and reflects the highest standards. Following a staff member report of member misconduct, the club provided immediate and ongoing support. I mean, they got in the car, went and got that man. And that wasn't Bill from accounting. It was Phil Mickelson. A display in the Farms clubhouse featuring Mickelson's many accomplishments has been removed since his departure from the club. He long called home, per Golf Digest. Now, there's something going on, right? He's been away from the LIV Tour. He's only played once. He didn't play the Masters. He's not playing the U.S. Open, citing a personal family health matter. So who knows? Any misunderstanding has been cleared up, his attorney said in a statement. Phil continues to attend to a family health matters and uncertain when he will be able to return to professional golf. Meanwhile, Cart Girls, head on a swivel. Captain Kev, when we return, going to take you camping with the cats this hour and more. Big Pat Young, I think, scheduled to join us in studio. Let me confirm via text this morning. I do think that that's the plan. Still resonating that epic collapse by the Spurs. They'll try and mount an answer this weekend. The World Cup is underway. Team USA actually takes to, I believe they call it the pitch, E.T. They'll take to the pitch tonight for their opener. Seems strange that you're scheduled to play Paraguay and you wonder, is that a game you can win? Captain Kev and more when we roll on. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Look for those bright green cans and trucks all over the First Coast.
If you've ever screamed, Duval, from the bank,
Duval!
this is the place for you. 1010XL. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, transponders, and even high-tech smart locks. For honest, professional locksmith service.
Instant Keys comes to you.
Frank Frangie here. Truck buyers, listen up. Right now at Nimnick Chevrolet, you get 0% financing for 60 months on a new Chevy Silverado, 0% for 5 years. Rates haven't been this low in years. Plus, Nimnick Chevrolet's got the largest selection of Silverado trucks in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. Here's what's better. You know they're going to treat you right. I've been buying trucks there forever. I trust Nimnick. It's a great experience for me. It will be for you, too. The best rate, the best prices, the best service. Where? Well, that's easy. Nobody but Nimnick. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Former Gator Patrick Young pours out orange and blue passion with Hacker on the Gator Bites podcast.
Patrick Young, coming to life.
Tipped off by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Fridays on the video and social channels of 1010XL.
The new MVP of lunch has arrived. Firehouse Subs Steak and Cheese Melt. USDA Choice Flame-Seared Steak, sauteed red and green bell peppers, caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and mayo on a toasted sub roll. Steak and Cheese Melt, only at Firehouse Subs.
Attention contractors. Stop wasting time dealing with permits yourself. Use PermitRockstar.com. Their permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
This is Patrick Malarkey. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist did a PRP treatment on my knee, which was absolutely painless, and now I feel fantastic.
David Garrard here, and PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is still working well for me. When I needed professional orthopedic care, I chose Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. My knees thank me every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Run into Superior Fireworks on Blanding Boulevard in Orange Park for their America 250 early sale. Stop in today for the best prices and selection before the huge last-minute crowds arrive. SuperiorFireworks.com/radio.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now, Captain Kevin Favors' fishing report. Reeled in by Sunrise Heating and AC of North Florida and CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living on 1010XL.
You know what we call that? We call that wet in the line music. I have a unique stat that is jumped out at us from the World Cup already. That's right, the World Cup, la Copa Mundial es un milagro. Hey, if Venezuela can win the World Baseball Classic, you know, we maybe Team USA can rise up. Team USA starts tonight, by the way. I think it's a 9:00 kick. Mexico, by the way, is a co-host of the World Cup. They won their opener yesterday. There were 2 games yesterday. Mexico won. But then this unique little statistical failure, I guess it would be, for the nation of Czechia. Czechia has now lost 8 World Cup games after scoring the first goal. It ties them with Sweden for the tournament's all-time record. It's a painful trend that continued yesterday. They scored the first goal against South Korea in their World Cup opener, only to go on to lose 2-1. So it's a historic inability to hold leads. 8 World Cup matches resulting in a loss after they drew first blood. Who knew that Czechia had even been to 8 World Cups? All right, let's bring in Captain Kev on the hotline this morning. See what's happening out there in the world of fishing. Oh, I spent the weekend just anchored in, Kev. Oh, baby, I was in heaven. I will say this. If you're and you dads and grandpas and dudes out there are going to understand this. But if you do, like, get a beach house for a few days, get a week, whatever it is, half a week.
Yep.
It's a lot of work for the patriarch. It's not a relaxing getaway. The patriarch's logging shit up. Oh, beep that, buddy. E, drop me there. Yeah.
I got you.
I used a mild profanity there, bro. I need you to be top of me.
Okay.
Just a little one. Is that a mild one, Kev?
That's mild.
All right, that's mild.
Yeah.
It's very untoward. Anyway, lugging stuff back and forth, and you come off a beach week, you almost need a vacation.
I know.
But caught a low tide created havoc where we were. So there's certain parts of the day there's literally no fishing, and that Sargassum was terrible for the first couple of days.
Terrible.
Fishing around that, it's hard to surf fish around that. If you weren't sitting on the beach with nothing else to do, you wouldn't bother.
Right.
But by like Saturday and Sunday, I couldn't keep a bait in the water. Not catching any size, almost exclusively whiting. But, a few big ones along the way. But, I caught 100 fish. You know how that goes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, just sitting the little ones, dinks. But,
who cares? Yeah.
It's right. I'll tell you how it went, Kev. It went from throwing it out there and holding it. I like to, just kind of free hold it for a while to this is getting tiring, to throwing it out there and putting it in the rod holder and not just waiting for a bite, but wait until it's doubled. I'm not messing with it. So I know there's something there, to sitting in the beach chair next to the rod holder and putting it in the rod holder and then just picking it up and just reeling it right to the chair. That's how easy it was by the end of the weekend.
Did you catch enough to eat?
Oh, I could have, but man, I mean, I'm not doing all that work. I just told you, I got patriarchal duties have already broken me. But I'm going across the street to Aunt Kate's and eat shrimp. That's what I'll do.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
But yeah, it was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got it all out of my system. I've been Jones and I've gone a few times this spring, summer, and haven't had any luck at all. So the good thing about there's nothing else to do. Eventually, you're going to catch fish.
I don't know what happened. It's really strange. Because I have been moaning this year all year. I mean, people are sick and tired of listening to it, but this week's been fantastic, bro. I mean, thank goodness. I am so happy for Lauren and Paul Dozier. We got Old School tomorrow.
Okay.
Weather's going to be perfect. Kingfish showed up Wednesday.
Wow, like they knew.
I mean, yesterday, man, the kingfish bit so good, and man, as a charter captain, you're like, damn, finally, I mean, it was. I mean, and listening to the VHF, I got one, I got two on. So
any size?
Yeah. Most everything that we caught were anywhere between 10 and 15 pounds.
Okay.
But again, as charter captain, you're really not fishing for big fish. You know what I mean? You catch big fish, but we're slow trolling pogies, and we're just trying to catch anything. We're not putting the big baits out there trying to catch a 30 plus.
Right. Save them for the weekend.
Yeah, save them for the weekend. so yeah, I mean, seriously. There were sailfish caught this week, plenty of kingfish caught this week, and then just what you talked about. The inshore fishing has been fantastic. Probably the best fishing we have inshore. And that was one thing I talked about last week. The flounder fishing this year has been incredible, Jeff. I mean, like really good. And there's been I have seen several pictures of 8-9 pound flounder caught around St. Augustine. This in the last couple of weeks.
Where do you catch flounder? Like, where do they hang?
It's docks, it's rocks. Honestly, any place you catch a sheep's head.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I felt like a piling dock kind of.
Yep.
I've never caught a flounder.
You'll catch them in the creeks and stuff like that.
I've never caught a flounder.
Well,
that's it's kind of a unique one to go after.
Now you fish, catch. Where you fishing the St. John's River? You catch them.
Yeah, I just never have. My son goes through these little bouts. I mean, he's like just fished under the Palm Valley Bridge from shore and caught flounder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the rocky area there. Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
Okay, outdoor show tomorrow. Will you be out on the water? What's the deal?
No, I'm fishing. I'm fishing Old School.
Nice, I love it. Don't you dare go win that thing.
I need to win one of these things.
That'd be good. Be good for the rep.
It would be fun, and but that here's the cool thing about these tournaments, Paul's tournament especially. Being a beach tournament, anybody can win, bro.
Of course.
Yeah. It's not like it was funny. Just for example, I saw a guy launching, I guess it was like a 39-foot yellowfin with quad 400s. And I thought, I looked at his boat and I looked at my boat and I'm going, I got just as much chance as he does. He can't go any further than he may be able to run further north or south than me, but he can't go east. So, that's the cool thing. If you've got, especially this weekend, Southwest at 5, bro, the ocean's going to be a lake.
Hey, Kev, tell folks that difference for the Old School tournament, because I know and but just when you say you got to, there literally are rules for this Kingfish tournament, and then compare that to say the Greater Jacksonville Kingfish tournament or some of the bigger ones, how far you're allowed to go. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just take for example the Northeast Florida Shootout, which just happened. Okay, that Ed Malin, had a tournament, and it's basically 6 weeks long. You could declare 2 days. But when you declare those 2 days, you can go anywhere. And when I say anywhere, I mean, Fort Lauderdale, you can go 100 miles offshore. You can literally go anywhere. Old School is 3 miles, and that's it. That's as far as you can go. And those are basically state waters. So anything within 3 miles, you can fish those waters. So you can go, a little further south and a little further north, but as in being able to go offshore, and I guess the biggest reason for that now is that those guys have learned how to fish out there, Jeff, and they, if you could see some of the fish that were brought to the scale to Ed Malin's tournament, 50, 52, 54.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just giant fish.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, a 40, 41 pounder is going to win Old School tomorrow. And then but if you catch a 30 pounder, you're going to be the money.
You got a chance, yeah.
You got a chance to make a good check. So that's the biggest difference.
All right. Well, good luck fishing tomorrow, and to everyone else that gets the line in the water. And we'll talk to you. We got to do a bait bet next week too, and then we'll talk next Friday.
Oh yeah, we got the open next week. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yep.
All right, my man.
Y'all have a great weekend.
Yep, you too. There he goes. That's Captain Kevin Favor on the hotline. Best in the business. We need to root Kev to the victory this week, and he stated it right here.
He did.
He just did. I want to win this thing, he said. I like that moxie. It's similar to the moxie that Vegas hockey coach John Tortorella blurted out last night. So Vegas goes to Carolina, and they lose Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals, so it's now 3-2 going back to Las Vegas, hoping to force a Game 7 where they would be back on Carolina's home ice for a winner-take-all. Well, apparently they will, because here's what Tortorella said in the post-game press conference. Again, the kind of rhetoric doesn't typically come from a head coach. Typically, this is the kind of rhetoric that comes from the locker room, and then the head coach brings said player in and says, whoa, what about that rhetoric? John Tortorella, after his team lost 4-2 last night, we'll be back here. We're just going to do it in a different order. I'm going to leave my clothes here. That's for sure. They'll be in the hotel.
Talk that talk, coach.
Man, that is talking that talk, E.T.
Yeesh.
All right. Will he or won't he? There is speculation around an invite to a certain soiree that's going to go down this summer. Maybe you've heard of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's plans to be betrothed. There's an invite out there to one certain person, or is there? When we return, next on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, it's high-speed chaos.
They're crashing mid-tack.
This Sunday at Pocono Raceway.
And this was part of the gamble. Caution flag is out.
Powered by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234 and 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here. Truck month is back at Nimnik Buick GMC, and so is 0% financing for 60 months on GMC Sierra trucks. I know all about that. I drive a GMC Sierra from Nimnik. I really do, and I really love it. And rates haven't been this low in years. With the largest selection of GMC Sierra trucks in the region, Nimnik Buick GMC is the place to go. It's what you've been dreaming about, and I promise you they treat you right. Shop at NimnikBuickGMC.com or head to the showroom on Phillips Highway. The best prices, the best service. That's easy. Nobody but Nimnik.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
What's happening, folks? It's your main man, E.T. And if you want to witness the world's biggest soccer tournament in person, look no further than Twin Peaks. Enter the Twin Peaks Go for Gold giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos, and you could be one of 5 grand prize winners who gets the VIP treatment plus travel and lodging. For your chance to win unmatched views of the match, visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter and choose your host city. Entries close on June 14th, so don't wait. Twin Peaks. Eat, drinks, scenic views.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I can tell you as Walk-Off Charities has grown, we now manage a large athletic facility with numerous fields, including the Bregan Baseball Complex. To get around, we needed a good, reliable golf cart. I went straight to Dynamic Drives and Design in Jack's Beach. I met with Travis, told him exactly what our needs were. Would you believe before you knew it, the perfect cart was delivered to us at an incredible price? If you need a golf cart, Travis and his team are the go-to. Learn more about them at dynamicdrivesdesign.com.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental with light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
You may not be able to control the air you breathe on the outside, but you certainly can on the inside of your home. Just call Florida Home AC and ask about the Remy Halo. It's the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
So I did the concert last night, E. Ran into Big Bo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's at that concert.
That Joker was packed, and I can tell you all about the opening act because I saw all of that.
Right?
Huh?
Was that the arena?
It was at the arena.
Uh-huh.
And the opening act, I believe, was a man named Alan Stone. Maybe that's right. I can tell you, all his songs, I got to hear all of them. Concert started at 7:30. Chris Stapleton took the stage at 9-ish. So let's just say I heard maybe 7, 8 Chris Stapleton songs, and they did not include like the one that I know would have wanted to hear the most. But man's got to do what a man's got to do. It's not just, listen, I would even stay till the end if it meant I could walk to my car and drive right home. But if you stay to the end of a concert in one of those parking lots, boss, you got an hour in front of you.
Easy.
I don't know if y'all know this. I had to get up this morning. But it's a good time hanging out with good friends and just kicking back. That's just kind of a kickback concert a little bit. Although they were getting, it's got some pep down there too. But yeah, I didn't hear Tennessee Whiskey. When did it play? Actually, if you heard it, you're probably not up yet. Can't you look at like online set lists and it'll give you the order? Yeah, I think so too. I just haven't done it yet. Haven't gotten around to it. Okay, there's this. During yesterday's news conference for Chiefs coach Andy Reid, he was asked if he'd be attending the much-anticipated upcoming wedding of his star tight end Travis Kelce and pop superstar Taylor Swift. Andy Reid. Do you think Andy Reid gets that invite, bro? What do you think? Is that a yay? I do.
Absolutely.
Too. Yeah, I do too. So they asked Reid, and I can just picture him too. Jolly old soul. Can't talk about it. He said laughing. Listen, Kelsey's been here most of the offseason, if not the whole offseason. He did the mandatory camp, did a nice job there, so it's good to have him back and rolling. He's very excited. You see no distractions with that in the wedding. If it's like when I got married, my wife did everything. I just kind of followed her lead and showed up. Maybe he's doing more, but he looks like he's pretty focused on his job here too. Man, that's the amen truth. And that's, by the way the ladies want it. We're not putting extra on them. Get out the way, man. I'll tell you what time it is and where to be. So I guess the rumors are, this broke last week, so I'll talk about this, was the end of last week maybe, but rumors are that the wedding will be held in Midtown Manhattan inside the Madison Square Garden. Are we buying that, E.T.?
See, I'm not really buying it. I think that's more so for show, because there's no way they're going to have the private wedding at Madison Square Garden.
I don't understand. Correct.
I thought it was going to be at like the Hiltons, like the real one.
You're not.
You
can't. Yeah, I can't imagine something as special as your wedding. You're going to do in a big cavernous Madison Square Garden. This sounds like a ruse to get the paparazzi and everyone else to Madison Square Garden.
And that's also why I think while she was at Game 4, because the seats that you were sitting in, those are like trade-off tickets. Like they don't sell those tickets, like Celebrity Row. So that's kind of like a trade-off. All right, you come here to this game for Game 4, and we'll open up Madison Square Garden for you.
That's when you know how much celebrity you carry.
Yeah,
when they're going to
that's
give you
goodness.
more for coming, not
Yes.
you give them something and you can come.
Ugh.
Kelsey is a surefire Hall of Famer.
Yes.
He was kind of all of in tight end has been a very productive, dang near explosive position. You know, you go back to where does it start? Does it start with like Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates and Shannon Sharp and that whole, and then there was a while there where the tight end position was Dallas. I mean, just tons of names: Jason Witten, Dallas Clark. I could go down the list of guys that might catch 100 this year.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey was just built a little different, though. He just kind of had that combination of like football IQ, like nuance, when to sit down in the hole, when to keep going, how to read your quarterback. He had obviously an awesome relationship with Patrick Mahomes. They're separated by 3 years. Travis Kelsey came to the Chiefs in 2014. In his first year as a rookie, he caught 67 balls and 5 touchdowns.
Wow.
That's a big year for a rookie tight end.
Absolutely.
Then he went up to 72 for 875, and then began a streak of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight 1,000-yard seasons, and 3 of those were 1,300 yards or more. In 2022, Travis Kelsey caught 110 balls for 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns. Shoot. Now on the, quote, downside of his career, I think most people would say last year, 76, 851, 5 scores.
It was a down year.
That's a down.
It's crazy. It's still a good year.
It's still a good year. 76 is the outside of his rookie year. His second year he had 72 after his first. But yeah, that's still. And he's been, for the most part, pretty durable and reliable. 17 games last year, 16, 15, 17, 16, 15, 16, 16, 15, 16, 16, 16. So, a reliable, durable, that's a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer, isn't it?
Travis Kelsey's first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Is Travis, where does Travis Kelsey rank in the all-time tight ends?
Probably,
he's up there, but
it's probably number 2.
You got Gronk one?
Yeah. Yeah, Gronk one, Travis too. He might be number 1 though.
I wonder where his numbers match up for all time. All-time catches by tight ends. That's Tony Gonzalez, is it? Or is that Shannon Sharp? Pull up the all-time tight end list, as apparently they're going to get married. What is Michael Buffer going to introduce them? And now, weighing in at 268 pounds from Kansas City, Missouri, here comes a group. I mean, what kind of shenanigans is that? We're to believe that those two are going to get married in Madison Square Garden? Was she just doing like a wedding scout the other day? I want the flowers over there and see where he hit that shot. That's where we're going to put the band. Oh, he turned it on me, man. If I knew, I would have asked. Y'all see what he did there?
All right, Jeffrey, I got the list of all-time receptions by tight ends.
All right, and I'm not looking like in front. Witten is up there.
Witten is number 2.
Okay. I think Witten may have been 1 at one point, so whoever the leader is must have passed. Or no, is it Gonzalez 1?
Let me find my dinger here. Correct. Tony Gonzalez is 1.
And
Jason Witten is number 2.
Witness 2.
Yes.
Bam, bam. That's like a jab.
Tony Gonzalez, 1,325. Jason Witten, 1,228. And you said
Kelsey's got to be up there.
Kelsey is number 3.
Wow,
1,080.
I feel like Antonio Gates had a lot.
Gates is 4, Jeff. You have the top 4. Gates has 955. Let's see if you get that 5th one. You haven't mentioned this name yet.
That's interesting because I may have leaned Shannon Sharp there.
Shannon Sharp is 6th.
Okay, yeah. All right, so I got.
You haven't mentioned 5 yet.
5 I haven't mentioned. Who am I?
Very productive tight end.
Yeah, who am I? Let me man, see now I'm starting to throw old school names in.
Don't go old school. Think of World Cup. Think of soccer. With this tight end.
Think of soccer with this tight end. Why would I think of soccer?
I'm pretty sure his wife is a soccer player.
Yeah, you're probably right. An MLS player. What? I'm drawing a blank here. Give me a.
Eagles.
Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz.
That's crazy.
Zach Ertz is 5th with 825 catches.
Zach Ertz is 5th all time in tight end catches.
I would not have gotten that.
Heck no.
7th is Greg Olson. 8th, Jimmy Graham. 9, Ozzie Newsome. 10, Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, he made those big plays though, didn't he? I wonder where Kellen Winslow Sr. is. He had big years, but again, that was and he played for Air Coryell. Is he on the list at all?
Kellen Winslow, I think this is junior. He's 541
with the Browns. He's Kellen Winslow Jr. had more catches than Kellen Winslow Sr.
You know what? This is just Kellen Winslow. So yeah,
the senior.
Yes, the senior.
Yeah. All right, fun with numbers. NFL.com posted an important number for every NFL team. So I'm going to give you the Jaguars number before we go to break.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we come back on the other side, I will put the application to that number, see if you can come up with it. But the defining number for each NFL team in 2026, that's what the name of the column is. So
I like that.
Let me give you an answer for one of the other ones, because this can be anything. This number can apply to anything. Like for the Bill, the very first team, the Bills, their number 15. Bills' history has unfortunately become defined by close but no cigar seasons. Recently, that includes 15 playoff games in the Josh Allen era, all without a Super Bowl appearance. For context, each of the other 5 teams to play double-digit postseason games in that span have made at least one Super Bowl and won 6 combined. Entering Allen's age 30 season, it candidly feels like Super Bowl or bust for this squad. So
15
that's
of them things.
The Jaguars number is 36. 36.
All right.
Answers to this riddle when we return on a GFL Friday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Georgia Bulldogs plus 105 against the Texas Longhorns minus 135 with the College World Series at Omaha, Nebraska tomorrow. Atlanta Braves today at the Mets laying $1.20. Mets plus 100. Shane McClanahan 6-3, 2.85 earned run average on the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays. $1.75 road favorite of the Angels plus 144. 8.5 over the total in Los Angeles today. NASCAR this week, the Great American Getaway 400 at Pocono. Danny Hamlin, the plus 275 favorite, while Justin Allgaier the plus 350 favorite to win the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at Pocono tomorrow. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keystoprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Do you ever notice how everything in your house works right up until it doesn't? One minute you're fine, then the next minute the AC's struggling, the drain's backing up, and now you've got a problem on your hands. That's when you make the smart play. Call Duck Duck Rooter. 3 expert teams, plumbing, septic, and air conditioning, ready to step in, fix it right, and get everything back under control. And right now, take $50 off any service of $225 or more. Don't let a small issue turn into a big loss. Stay ahead of it. When you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy. So you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you. I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Hey there, all you sports dads rocking the best dad bod possible. We love seeing you eat tacos by the handful, and we love it when you bring your kids here too. For years, Lucy claimed that her favorite thing on the menu was sopapillas, with a big scoop of ice cream. I know that's not a taco, but that never stopped her. I was shooting for Dad of the Year anyway, so I just let it happen. Taco Lou's a great place to bring the family. There's something for everyone, as long as it starts with a taco. And a margarita for mom is always a good thing. At Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach.
Ready to put your dream car in drive? Get solid rates for the road ahead when you finance with First Florida Credit Union. Enjoy competitive low rates, up to 90 days of no payments, and budget-friendly protection plans. Whether you're buying a vehicle or refinancing, stop by a branch or apply online at firstflorida.org/autoloans. Membership eligibility required. Interest accrues during loan payment deferral period. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit firstflorida.org/autoloans.
College football isn't just a season, it's a sisterhood. Bold Ladies is the women's membership group of the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl, where community, connection, and college football come together. This is Stacy from 1010XL, and I enjoy my membership. From exclusive events to networking, philanthropy, and unforgettable game day experiences, Bold Ladies is where women make an impact. Visit TaxSlayerGatorBowl.com and join today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I did a deep dive, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I didn't get to hear my favorite song that Chris Stapleton sings.
According to this website, the last song, he did 18 songs and Tennessee Whiskey was the last one.
Yeah,
If this is correct.
I figured it would be. I just can't. I can't.
This is his biggest hit?
Used to spend my nights out.
I don't. That man can sing now.
This is a bop. What?
Yeah. That's a banging song right there.
Yes, this is just a well-produced, well-sang, well put together song.
And he does it. The man's playing the guitar while he's busting out the timing of those lyrics.
That's difficult.
He takes that thing for a walk now too.
Oh, he walking.
It's hard to listen. Two things in life aren't easy: singing and playing the guitar.
That control.
Don't underestimate the 5-tool players out there. Not just him. There's others.
Yeah, all of the artists.
But see, I knew, bro. Like I said, look at my. It's 9:45.
Oh no, I would have to stay for this one,
buddy. I'm 6-7 songs in. Do you know what time song 18 must have hit last night?
Right. All the talking in between.
Yeah, it was awesome. And you got a house full. I mean, full. So I can't make it to 18, bro. I knew it.
That's a bop, though.
Is that that's a bop, he says. That ain't real. Yeah, this man's, after singing that, you play it while you do it. Whew. Yeah, there we go. So sadly, no Tennessee whiskey for me. Well, at least not the song. I mean, I had a little Canadian brand. You know what I'm saying? A little smooth little starter whiskey. That's what I'll call Crown. It's a starter whiskey.
Okay.
Just smooth.
Okay.
Just a sip, gang. Just a sip. All right, I gave you the number. How did my sleuths do out there? The number for the Jags.
36.
Was 36. That's correct. I told you this is the defining number for each NFL team in 2026. The Jaguars' number is 36. I'll give you a hint. The number is 36, which is a negative number, yet the tone of the number and the expectations around that number make it ultimately kind of a positive expectation off of that number.
All right.
11:05 p.m. song 18.
Oh.
And it's not, here's the problem, gang. You know what? 11:05, I'd have stayed.
Right.
If I could have gone to my car and been home at 11:40.
Oof.
But I wouldn't have. 11:05, I don't even get to the car till 11:30-ish. I sit literally in the parking lot for 30-ish. So now we're at 12. Yeah, I'm getting home at 12:31 in the morning, boss. I got a stereo. I listen to it anytime I want.
It ain't the same.
I've seen the act. Yeah, they're coming in. Playing drums and singing is even harder. Okay.
Could see that, yeah.
What a fantastic concert last night, man. Maybe the best concert I've ever been to in my life.
Ooh.
I've never been to another concert that he sounded more like the radio than last night. That is a good point. I'll give you another one, gang, on that one. Journey. I've seen Journey a couple of times.
Real crispy.
They sound like they're on the radio. It's highly produced, not muffled or hollow or anywhere. And, yeah, that's fair. That was also jumping out. All right, some of the guests is... somebody said better not be our sacks line. I think the Jags gave up 32 sacks. That's not the this is not that is not the stat. 36, that is not the stat. That is not the number. The Jags number 36, why it's their most important number this year.
Mm-hmm.
Rayon Lane, no. Isn't that his jersey number?
It might be 37.
All right, well, dang it.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah. I used to be awesome numbers guy. I was terrific at numbers. The jersey numbers for teams. I mean, you asked me who was number 60, whatever, for the Jag. Boom.
25.
20. Not even. Was he 36? Has he ever been 36? He wasn't 25 last year, was he? Or maybe he was. Anyway, whatever. I'm digging. Okay, take the L, son. Take the L, Jeff. Move on. All right, the Jaguars' number is 36. Here is why. The 2025 Jaguars fielded a decent receiving core on paper that included Brian Thomas Jr., second overall pick Travis Hunter, breakout Parker Washington, and trade acquisition Jacoby Myers. That talented group contributed to Jacksonville's NFL most 36 drops.
Oh.
That's per Next Gen Stats. But they conclude with this. Considering the Jaguars won the AFC South and narrowly lost in the wild card round, their ceiling could be sky high if they can clean up the catch rate in 2026. That catch rate seemed to clean up the second half of the year, didn't it? It'd be interesting to see the breakdown of the drops. It felt like they were early in the year especially when Trevor was trying to get some momentum on his side. It seemed like the drops were a bigger factor early. Brian Thomas Jr., the second half of the season, seemed to catch the ball more. He wasn't making big plays or piling up production, but he was...
Seemed like it changed once we acquired Jacoby.
It did.
That's when we saw the change, or at least felt it.
was a really young room. Who are you looking to at leadership if you're Parker Washington, if you're Brian Thomas Jr., if you're Travis Hunter? Tim Patrick? De'Ami Brown going to tell you what it's like to be a pro? There was that influence, too, Jacoby coming in and showing guys that a veteran can come in and in 10 days know the playbook and be where he's supposed to be and catch the football. Because in the first half of that year, I know the stories. I've been told the stories. You'll run a play, and Trevor will be in the shotgun, and there will be two guys in the wrong spot, and then they'll go into motion the wrong way. If you really look at those plays back in hindsight, you will see some visible frustration on the quarterback's face. They were working through a lot last year. That's why this second year vault is so much more, we can be so much more optimistic. Maybe not about the total wins, but about your chance to be a champion. We will come back and start off the 7 o'clock hour with the football fix. We got the 10-minute drill coming up after that. I've got a bunch of, we'll take you inside Jag Camp as we move through the 7 o'clock hour. The U.S. begins in World Cup play tonight. They play at 9 o'clock tonight. There's another sporting event that's going on this weekend. Saving a lot of tension in studio here. Like, Hickens celebrating would be annoying the stew out of me and taking all the fun out of watching the NBA Finals if he were here, reveling in the next 3-1 win. And now, this weekend, lo and behold, I look at the schedule, and I see Braves-Mets are coming up this weekend. Mets. Atlanta's in New York for a Braves-Mets series. By the way, you would never know. I mean, because Otto Lopez to you is a member of a cartel TV show.
He's a cop.
Otto Lopez is the leading hitter in the National League, and he's one of your, and this is why you wouldn't know, one of your Miami Marlins.
Shout out.
Among the hottest teams in baseball right now. In fact, the best record in June, the Marlins have won 8 out of 9.
Shout out.
Yeah, I just swept the Diamondbacks. So, feel free to kind of embrace and enjoy your baseball team every now and then.
Take that, big unit.
Are you ever going to watch a Marlins game, do you think?
I'm going to watch one live.
Have you ever watched a Marlins game at all? Honestly, be honest.
Marlins?
Have you ever no, I'm not saying in the stadium. Have you ever turned the TV on and watched the Marlins?
I've watched more Braves and maybe Mets than I have Marlins.
We kind of made you pick the Marlins.
Well, y'all
do we want to redo?
Y'all made me pick a team, and it was under, some pressure.
You want to, there is no team that's going to give you enough interest that you'll actually take the dedication to watching them. Just not that much of a baseball now. That's fine. You can give me a hockey team, and I can act all happy and do this, that, and the other, and at the end of the year, we'll circle back, and I won't have watched them.
If I were doing a redo, it would be one of 3 teams. It would be the Yankees, Dodgers, or Braves. Because, I could find myself watching the Braves. It would be one of them 3.
Yeah, well, you couldn't take the Braves, obviously. That would leave you in a real crisis point. Because if you take the Dodgers, you're on my most hated list. And if you take the Yankees, you wind up on Hickens, stick it to me list. In reality, you would, and this is why the 2 teams are the 2 most hated teams in baseball, the Yankees and Dodgers, is because every neutral fan gravitates towards one of those traditional
Cowboys.
One of those traditional winners. From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, on a flight to New York to see the Braves play the Mets, and Coach Coughlin is on the flight.
Shout out.
So there you go. You get a little extra value to your road trip. We start the 7 o'clock hour on a GFL Friday next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi there, I'm Steve Spurrier on 10XL 92.5 FM.
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
All right, this is for the Guggenellas and you kids out there today. Don't forget the forgotten holiday is just a little over a week away, Father's Day. I know we don't won't expect you to stop the world for us like we do for the moms, but maybe give us a little bit of a shout out. You can do that by going to liveforevergolf.com. They got Father's Day deals galore. For the dad who plays like it matters, you can get him the hoodie he'll wear every single round. They've got these the sun protective hoodies. Those are awesome. Performance hoodies. They call it the Dawn Patrol, and he's going to look awesome in his performance knit hoodie. Take care of Dad on Dad's Day. Let's stop it with the forgotten holiday, and let's honor Pops everywhere and do it with getting him the best gear and apparel going, and that is at Live Forever Golf and liveforevergolf.com.
After an accident, the last thing you should worry about is how you are going to afford a lawyer. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, there are no upfront fees because we don't get paid unless you do. You heard that right. We don't get paid unless you do. Our team fights insurance companies every day to pursue the compensation our clients deserve. It's that simple. Get started at CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campione Law. Every day is game day on Jaguars Today. Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony break it down from every angle. Roster moves, matchups, league trends, and the pulse of Duval. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. 10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home this weekend at VyStar Ballpark. Join them tonight for a post-game drone show and Saturday for a beach bag giveaway, courtesy of Ascension St. Vincent's, followed by Princess Day on Sunday at 2:05 with Catch on the Field and free face painting before the game on Baptist Health Sunday Family Fun Day at 2:05. Tickets start at just $5.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Happy Father's Day to all you fathers.
Absolutely. Happy Father's Day. Well, thanks, guys.
Wow, I wonder how many fathers out there would love a new outdoor kitchen under their new pavilion or screen enclosure from Lifetime Enclosures.
I bet most would. Imagine having the entire family over and cooking a barbecue feast for everyone, protected from the elements.
I'd like to cook for Dad. Jacob, do you think you could? I think so, Pan.
I bet both you guys could.
Visit Lifetime Enclosures website or visit our showrooms today to experience the Lifetime difference and ask about our Father's Day specials.
Lifetime Enclosures. New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, pal. Where have you been?
Out on the town, every night.
Way to go, Tiger.
Well, it's a bit of a mystery, Jason. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm getting all these Visa gift cards in the mail. I'm spending them as fast as I can, but...
Wait, you're getting random gift cards in the mail?
$25, $100. I'm buying drinks, I'm buying dinner. I don't think I'm cut out to be a social butterfly, Jason.
Pal, those are from our Bueller Air and Plumbing referral program.
They are?
Yeah. If you recommend Bueller Air and Plumbing to a friend or family member and they book us for a service call, we send you a $25 Visa gift card as a thank you. And if we install a new system, we send a $100 gift card.
So if I take a girl out and tell her about Bueller, I might get enough to take another girl out and tell her about Bueller?
I mean, it's not the worst idea you've had.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Run into Superior Fireworks on Blanding Boulevard in Orange Park for their America 250 early sale. Stop in today for the best prices and selection before the huge last-minute crowds arrive. SuperiorFireworks.com/radio.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Waken 180 Weight Loss. Jag GM James Gladstone commented on the new offensive additions at the close of OTAs.
I think the offensive skill guys who've just been onboarded as part of this offseason have really performed in big moments.
Gwinnett broke it open with a 6-run eighth to beat the Jumbo Shrimp at 5-star. The series rolls on this evening. First pitch at 7:05. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson. Currently at 7:04 and it's 76 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for more with the drill next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Yeah.
go downstairs. Gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal. Seeing everything, the time is going. Ticking on and on, everybody's rushing. Gotta get down to the bus stop. Gotta catch my bus. I see my friends kicking in the front seat, sitting in the
Shout out backseaters.
Gotta make my mind up. Which seat can I take?
Oh, yeah, baby.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday. Getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying.
Jeff, do the people want to hear a song?
They want to hear it, man.
7:45, we're turning on the highway, cruising so fast, I want to my time. Fun, thinking about you know what it is. I got this, you got this, my friend is by my right. Hey, I got this, you got this, now you know it. Kicking in the front seat, sitting in the
Shout out backseaters.
Gotta make my mind up, which seat can I take?
Are you going to do it one more time? My man, there's no more referencing the lyrics on YouTube. He's got his eyes closed, his hat on backwards.
That's confidence.
Friday is juicing through his veins right now. All right. Hey! Ho! There we go. Deer Drill coming up at the 9 o'clock hour. That should be good. BPY is here for the text Patrick and make sure that I didn't speak out of turn.
I got you.
Because for all I know, he'd be out in the parking lot. I don't know what's going on. So we were talking about Jacoby Myers a little bit earlier and the steady hand that he lent this football team when he arrived midseason. And, I'm not saying it was strictly because of Jacoby Myers, a variety of factors that watched this passing offense really explode in the second half of the season. And we've talked about the Trevor numbers and the overall team statistics. They set the all-time record for points scored by the franchise. The Jacoby Myers came midseason. He played 9 games with the Jaguars. And in his 9 games, he caught 42 balls and 3 touchdowns. A steady addition right when they needed one. Man, you want to talk about a forgettable aspect, though? That's crazy. I never got this in a million years. How many carries did Jacoby Myers have for the Jags last year? Like I guess it'd be end around reverse. I don't remember any. Did he have any?
I don't remember a single one.
5.
See, I don't remember that.
Jacoby Myers carried it 5 times for 13 yards. He must have given him that little jet sweep or whatever they do.
That's definitely knocking me off balance as a defensive coordinator because he doesn't give me that.
Just do it.
Yeah,
right. Even if you don't get anything out of it, sometimes you got to set things up.
Yeah.
One of the great stories that you'll get if you really sit down and go over like different games in different situations or you catch it on NFL films. But I love when there's a play early in the game and it goes to another place, but you see that one aspect of that play was wide slap open and how you file it away. You don't go back to it right away. You don't play it the next play, but you file that one away. And when you get the same personnel matchup, you try and see if they don't,
fall for it
again.
Yeah.
And then the guy's wide open. Isn't that, by the way, the narrative? Was it the Bills game that the guy got wide open? Yeah, was it Brandon Cooks who got wide open down the left side and we left him wide open? Or was that a different game? That was one of those where I think they said they saw it open earlier and then they went back to it late. Right, it was the Bills game, wasn't it? When we gave up two of those fourth quarter touchdowns, we let the guy get wide open down the left sideline, or am I misremembering?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. When you got to go all nuanced into, let me look at the play-by-play. I don't think I'm losing my mind. I love the people out there that'll just come right in with the answer, though, by the way. Come on. 27-24, we had it, man. God.
Yes, we did, man.
Could have gone out to Denver and got it. All right, here we go. Yeah, so the Jags open the fourth with a touchdown. They go up 16-13. And then the defense let defense let Buffalo drive down and score a touchdown. And so the Bills take the lead back 20-17. Trevor gets the ball back. They go 10 plays, 77 yards. The Jags take another lead now with just, there's like 3 or 4 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go. They take the 24-20 lead. They kick it to the Bills. Bills take over at their own 34. They run a couple of plays. And then on 1st and 10 from the 44, Josh Allen deep left to Brandon Cooks to the Jacksonville 20 for 36 yards. On 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, Josh Allen goes back. Yeah, Cooks got, remember, wide open down the left sideline. That took it to the 2-minute warning. And then we had the play right where they kind of had pinned in, and Josh Allen got away and went up the middle. Isn't that what happened on that drive also?
I remember that.
And they've been the drive before.
Yeah.
Either way, the point is, twice we took the lead, while we were doing, victory laps for a defense that showed tremendous improvement, especially taking the ball away. The Jags, I'll remind you, entered the fourth quarter trailing at home against the Bills. Went and got a touchdown and went up. Allow the Bills to defense lets the Bills take the lead. Jags get the ball back. They go get another touchdown. Now there's 3 minutes to go. And the defense, again, lets the Bills drive down. That's why I can't buy into any of the narrative of, and then the last play, so-and-so could have been open. It ended on a bad throw by Trevor. Man, come on. That's 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And it would have certainly been nice for that to continue, don't get me wrong, but it's that there was a defensive lap in the laps, big time. 14 points allowed in that fourth quarter at home in a playoff game, granted against one of the game's best in Josh Allen. But, yeah, Jacoby Myers, he came over. He gave you incredible it kind of set the pace down there. Just like a mentality. Just kind of brought in this aura around. At least it feels like that from as far away as we sent. He's also going to be a leader inside that locker room as, the veteran of the receiving corps. And he was a part of a very engaged effort this offseason. Myers says all the top players put in all the work they're supposed to so far this offseason.
I mean, I would say the quality of players, because we all knew they had talent. It's just a matter of working hard when you get to the league, and I feel like all our quality players really put their work in this offseason, and it showed when we hit the grass. So it was fun to be out there competing every day.
All right, so a mini camp is concluded, but they are back next week. Next week they're going to bring in some all-time greats at different positions to kind of meet with the guys and go through some of the strategies. And I think we've seen them. Hasn't DeMarcus Ware been here in Jacksonville before?
Probably.
I feel like I've seen DeMarcus Ware working with our DNs like over inside the indoor complex.
Is that like a newer thing? Do you remember like that being a thing in the past, like in the history?
I'm not positive.
I feel like it's more of a new thing.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. It's a lot easier to get around these days maybe than in the past, but and there's also a lot of guys, we're in a good spot here. There are a lot of guys that settle around here. There's a lot of former players you don't even know about that live here in Jax.
Mm-hmm.
But DeMarcus Ware they're bringing in. I believe they're bringing in A.J. Green maybe to work some with the receivers. Just some perspective of some guys that had a lot of success in the league. Meanwhile, Jacoby Myers probably by now has digested this offense. He had to learn a new one on the fly last year. Just how difficult is that?
I feel like I've been in so many different systems now. It's just understanding the verbiage, I would say. Like, pretty much teams run the same stuff. It's just what you call it. So if I can get all the names glued down, I think that would be a big help for me. But I wouldn't say I'm learning too much. It's the same as him. I'm trying to refine it. The things I am learning, I really need to hold on to those, but refining for sure.
All right, I'm not throwing, cold water on anything that we've seen down there from what we are seeing, particularly in the passing game. And Brian Thomas Jr. has been the buzzword, right? I mean, any and everybody is raving about Brian Thomas Jr., from his teammates to his coaches. But I will remind you, we are not seeing NFL football in play right now. We're seeing incredible athletes down there in their shorts and T-shirts making athletic plays. Always best when that ball, after it hits their hand, stays there. Don't get me wrong. But at this portion of the season, it really doesn't mean anything. Having a glowing practice report from the way things are set up right now doesn't mean anything. Now, I would argue if you look terrible, it does mean something. But you're not proving yourself to be any better if you can go through these OTAs and non-padded practices humming along. You should. NFL's a game made played in pads. There's absolutely very little that you can tell about what you've got and what you need and how you'll be on those offensive and defensive lines until pads go on. And that's the practices are for the coaches and the many things that they can take out of them, that's for sure. But back to BTJ, again, not to dampen anything of what the hottest fire storyline has been around him. And when you're playing as good as he is, people notice. But Jacoby Myers said something yesterday I thought was interesting. E.T. cut 4.
Man, we was talking about it yesterday. Whenever BT have a good day, the whole team have a good day. You know what I mean? Like, the whole team. So we all just want to keep putting that belief into him so he know how great we think he is. And if you just half of that, we'll be okay.
Wow. Jacoby Myers, good player. Good veteran ball player. You would think would be the barometer, right? And I think last year he was. You see, the receivers seemed to play how Jacoby Myers played is what kind of turned it around. But for him to say when BT has a big day, we all have a big day, I think he just told us who they think is the number one receiver down there despite last year's struggles.
Jeff, we've talked about this before, not last year because he struggled last year, but we remember every time BTJ made a big play during the game, the whole side, it was just a different electricity.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what he's saying right there. When BTJ makes a play, it's like everybody feeds off of that.
Yeah, and you know, he didn't make as many last year.
Correct.
That's obvious. He only had 48 catches. You know, it was a rapid departure. But he did have 700 receiving yards. Let me look at Brian Thomas Jr.'s game log real quick, and then we'll head off the break, come back with a 10-minute drill, get some of the other headlines from the sports world. It was just such a bad start. Week 1, Carolina, 7 targets, 1 catch, 1 for 11. Week 2, targeted 12 times against Cincinnati. Remember the short arm one? He led to an interception, another. Targeted 12 times. The main focus of the offense, just 4 catches, 49 yards. Home against Houston, 6 targets, 2 catches. The best game of the year was at home against Seattle. Targeted 10 times, caught it 8, 90 yards, and a score. But he didn't have a single 100-yard game all year. And even in the last loss to Buffalo, he did score that touchdown against the Bills, just 2 targets, 2 catches.
That was a great play call, that touchdown.
Yeah. So if this offense does end up hitting its ceiling, Jacoby Myers may have just told us why. You're listening to The Drill. Come back with a 10-minute drill next on a GFL Friday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. This World Cup soccer update is laced up by Valvoline Instant Oil Changes and Houston's Meats.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update. The last 3 World Cups have seen the U.S. make it to the round of 16 and then lose, hoping for a better showing with the games being played in the U.S. It starts tonight in Los Angeles, SoFi Stadium, the U.S. versus Paraguay, a team that hasn't been in the World Cup since 2010, although they went to the quarterfinals that year. The 2 teams played last year in a friendly. The U.S. won 2-1. The only time they've met in the World Cup was 1930, the first World Cup, and nearly a century ago, the U.S. won 3-0 with Bert Patnaud scoring all 3. The game begins at 9 Eastern, 6 hours earlier in Toronto. Canada debuts against Bosnia-Herzegovina. Last night in Guadalajara, a scoreless first half. Czechia went up 1-0. South Korea tied it 8 minutes later, and 13 minutes after that, scored again to win 2-1. Mexico playing at home got things going with a 2-0 win over South Africa. John Stashower, Westwood One Sports.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with our limited edition O'Reilly Brake Parts Cleaner while supplies last at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get 2 cans for $8. Our professional parts people can recommend all the parts and supplies you need for your brake job. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or shop online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Gear up for the games this summer. Henkel's Summer of Soccer Sweepstakes is giving fans the chance to win the new 2026 U.S. Men's National Team jersey and U.S. Soccer Store gift cards. Everything you need to show up and support the home team, so don't miss out. No purchase necessary. Starts May 16th and ends June 15th, 2026. Must be 18 and a resident of the contiguous United States. Visit HenkelSoccerSweeps.com for official rules. Sponsored by Henkel. Henkel, proud partner of U.S. Soccer.
Dinner tonight? Make it easy and make it something everyone will love. With the Flame Broiler Family Meal Plan, you can feed 4 fast with fresh, flavorful options. You get 20 ounces of your choice of protein. Mix and match your favorites, plus steamed rice and a fresh veggie medley. It's a complete no-stress meal the whole family can agree on, starting at just $34.99. Skip the cooking tonight. Bring the family together and stop by any of Flame Broiler's 5 locations today.
Share your voice anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Are you serious? Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
If you can't call or email, text us. 641-1010.
Hey, something amazing happening right now at Beard's Diamonds. Now for a limited time, you can pay $0 down and get 0 interest financing for 5 whole years. Hicken here. You heard me right. It's $12,000 designer engagement ring, $200 a month. Makes everything affordable, right? $6,000 diamond eternity band, $100 a month. Say goodbye to high interest rates. Get the relief you deserve at Beard's Diamonds, but hurry. This incredible offer ends June 30th and will not be extended. How about a $3,000 pair of diamond earrings, $50 a month? Make any purchase, spread your payments over 5 years with 0 down, 0 interest financing. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, pendants, colored gemstone jewelry. Let the non-commissioned experts at Beard's help you find the perfect piece of jewelry and take advantage of our best financing offer ever. Beard's Diamonds. It's in the St. John's Town Center. They're Jacksonville's premier locally owned jeweler. The Lupos are terrific folks. They'll take great care of you. Shop now and enjoy 0 interest financing for 5 years. Hurry, though. This amazing offer ends June 30th.
There's a simpler and easier way to get your construction permits. PermitRockstar.com. PermitRockstar.com has a team of rock stars, construction rock stars that fight the permit battle for you. The Permit Rockstar platform can virtually automate and submit your permit paperwork, eliminating mistakes. And their private provider can save you weeks on plan reviews and virtual inspections. Get your permits faster. PermitRockstar.com. Stop waiting on permits and get back to building. PermitRockstar.com.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Some plumbing companies say they're local, right up until you realize their headquarters are in New York City. At Hall & Sons Plumbing, we're actually from here. Born, raised, and fixing leaks right here in Jacksonville. Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
Experience an electrifying journey through the greatest rock anthems of all time. A night of symphonic rock with iconic hits from legendary bands like Led Zeppelin, Pat Benatar, Kansas, Journey, and Joan Jett. June 26th at Florida Theater, a powerhouse band joined by the sensational Jacksonville Rock Orchestra. A night of symphonic rock. Get your tickets today at floridatheater.com.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. It's clear now that Brendan Sorsby from Texas Tech somehow, some way is not going to play because other teams aren't going to play them. Sorsby, the Sorsby camp, and Texas Tech should do the right thing right now and say, we're not playing him. We understand we're going to do the right thing and walk away. Somehow they should pay him something because that's why he came there. But Brendan Sorsby's not going to play college football next year. I'm convinced of that. So they should do the right thing and pull out first. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. Truck Month is back at Nimnik Buick GMC, and so is 0% financing for 60 months on GMC Sierra trucks. I know all about that. I drive a GMC Sierra from Nimnik. I really do, and I really love it. And rates haven't been this low in years. With the largest selection of GMC Sierra trucks in the region, Nimnik Buick GMC is the place to go. It's what you've been dreaming about, and I promise you they treat you right. Shop at NimnikBuickGMC.com or head to the showroom on Phillips Highway. The best prices, the best service. That's easy. Nobody but Nimnik.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it!
All right, we're going to peruse the landscape, and then he's going to give away trinkets and whatnot. Okay, I'll admit it. I asked the question yesterday. Now, granted, my schedule is different from most.
Okay.
By the time you get to 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I've put in a good solid meat and potatoes 8-hour day by noon, right? So I've got freer. I'm freer in my early afternoons than most.
Mm-hmm.
And so yesterday, long day yesterday. Again, first world problems. I left here. I went and played golf. I went to the concert last night. We're boom, right back. All right. So, but in between the golf and the concert, that sounds like a vacation week. I'm working on both sides, each side, 3 in the morning.
Working on both sides.
Both sides of it anyway. That's why I say first world problems. So in between, I decided to watch a little bit of, they used to call it the boob tubey.
Okay.
Television. Watch a little TV.
Boob tube.
It's called the boob. It had nothing to do with the body part.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah. You need to look up boob tube and let's find out what it means exactly. In fact, I will do that. But anyway, so I'll admit it. I asked the question yesterday. You know what I ended up? You know what was on? I said, I'll check this out. And it provided the, background television for me as I do a little doom scrolling before shower time.
What's that?
World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
The World Cup opener was
I found myself watching a little bit of it, too. It was South Africa, right? In Mexico.
In Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that or the PGA Tour. And I went with the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't find soccer as boring as your typical, American sports fan.
Okay.
I wonder if maybe more if it becomes less boring now that so many, we're getting to generations now that are putting their kids through soccer. Soccer is like the gateway sport for a lot of us.
It's like the starting sport.
That's what I mean. It's a gateway sport. You put them in when they're 3 or 4 where they can run around and learn the teamwork. And then, sometimes they stay and play soccer, but for us, we went to baseball and started doing other ones. But, so I fell into that category of, I'll fall back on the World Cup if it's there. It's sports. For the rest of the headlines, I'll turn it over to the MC.
Jeffrey, I got an interesting question here. As our Jacksonville Jaguars wrapped up mini camp yesterday, I was thinking about this, like takeaways, sacks. And it made me ask the question, I'll ask this question to you, Jeff. By the end of the season, what will the Jacksonville Jaguars have more of? Just looking at this roster right now, and obviously we won't know, but will we have more takeaways as a unit or sacks as a unit? What do you think?
Well, gosh, I mean, the answer in probably 98% of it is always going to be sacks.
Well,
I mean,
how
many takeaways did we have last year?
That's a good question.
I think we probably had more sacks than takeaways last year on a down year for sacks and a record-setting year for takeaways. You probably have to ratio that question to make it. By the way, remember the dude Jordan Stahl, who I told you was only the third guy to score at least 5 goals in the first 4 games of the Stanley Cup final? He scored again last night, by the way. So now he's the first guy to score in the first 5 games of the finals in like 100 years or something. So there's that.
We had 31 defensive takeaways last year.
I think sacks weren't we? Didn't. Well, I think they gave up 30. Did we have 20-something? You might be right, bro. Yeah, I think they did. They had 20-something sacks, didn't they?
32 defensive sacks.
So it was 32.
It was close.
That's maybe they gave up 24 and then they got 32. So it was 32-31. Okay, so that's a down year for sacks, and that's a way up year for turnover.
Correct.
So it needs to be sacks, I guess. At the end of the day, the turnover, you're counting on something that's a lot less likely to happen than a sack, even if the numbers are close.
Was it last season or was the season before where we're getting takeaways to every game? Like, was that last season?
That was last year. Yeah, Man. 2 years ago. Remember, we only had 9 all year.
That's what it is. Yeah. So it's like every game we knew we were going to get 2 or 3 takeaways.
Yeah, and then we had more in the first month last year than we had the previous season. So I will tell you this. You're not often going to get that all-pro quarterback to turn it over when the money's on the line, but you can sack him.
Yeah.
Like Josh Allen in those last 2 drives. We got to sack that guy. Again, I've said it before. If the Jags sacked Josh Allen 4 times in that wild card game, I believe the Jags would have won.
Mm-hmm.
Just force out.
I think I agree.
Not even telling you where they would have come or when they were. They did
Correct.
not bring him down one time. And I do remember one play in the second half, and it was either a second and long or a third down play where they had him.
Yeah.
And he broke through, and he went about 20 yards up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just that they didn't get the sack. And by the way, that would be a pressure. How'd that work for you?
Right. Pressure. He got 20.
Pressured his butt right up the field 20 yards.
So when it comes to these NBA finals, like, I've been stuck on, like, who am I rooting for? Like, am I rooting for the Knicks or am I rooting for the Spurs? I don't have a dog in the game, but I think I know who I'm rooting for, Jeff. I think I want the Spurs to win the championship, but for one sole reason. The way that their fans act, and there was something that I saw yesterday that just pushed me overboard.
The Knicks?
Yeah, the Knicks fans.
It's disgusting.
It's something that
And by the way, you got to own. I'm sorry, if you're a normal Knicks fan, congratulations. That's your team. I'm serious. That's weak.
I saw Wemby walking to or from the hotel room and like a Knicks fan, like throwing eggs at her.
Right. That's what I was saying yesterday after the game.
Right, man.
They go over there, they're shining lasers in their eyes and stuff. Like I said, it's like it's terrible,
and I
man.
love it for New York. Like I love like all of like the good stuff, but the bad stuff is just
Well, here's the thing that's made it hard to root for New York for me. Otherwise, I can't root for Hickens' teams. I'm just not going to do it. No, because and that's not my normal resting fandom. I wouldn't care otherwise. But he's so staunch. I hate your team.
Overboard.
That there's no way I'm going to wish you to have it. But whatever, it could be inevitable. But no, look, the two factions of the fan base that make headlines. They're not all the Joe working class, middle of the arena celebrating with their families at the game, fathers and sons. No. The visible fans. I got to watch Taylor Swift and, Beyonce hug. I got to see all these celebrities on the floor. And then I got to see the other faction of the fan base putting people in hospitals because they're wearing Spurs jerseys and pointing, throwing eggs at players. So
easy.
I'm putting together two groups there that I really don't have a lot of goodwill towards.
I was watching a presser with about the Texas Tech kid Sorsby.
Yeah.
And I just cannot believe this. I know yesterday we talked about the judge. I just cannot believe how they're using the fact that
now the Attorney General of Texas says to the other Big 12 schools, if you don't play him, you're going to have to pay him.
Bro,
it's disgusting.
Crazy.
It's crazy. And you know what? At the end of that, I was thinking this. It's interesting you brought this up. At the end of the day, there's one entity at fault here more than any other, and that's Texas Tech. This guy's been, by the way, at your school for a cup of coffee. It's not like he's a legacy and you've grown with you. And this rogue came in with a resume of gambling on sports. He's been with you for 20 practices.
A cup of coffee, yeah.
And now, you're going to die on that hill?
They're going. Poof.
To back a guy who just blatantly breaks the rule? Good luck telling your players they can't gamble, by the way.
Right.
I mean, this gambling, news to Texas Tech, news to the government. The ease and access to gambling is going to make it harder and harder to keep athletes from doing it. And this ridiculousness sends the exact opposite message. But at the end, it's Texas. Texas Tech should stand up for the sport and for integrity. Sorry, man. We didn't know this, but obviously you can't gamble. Good luck in the NFL. Not double and triple down like you're representing some victim. That's the part. Like you want to get, some sort of points for standing up for him.
Right. But gambling on your own team, though, is crazy work.
One time you should be banned for life. This dude's got hundreds of thousands of dollars in bets. More than that. Crazy. That's 10-minute drill. I'll stick to some NFL exclusive headlines when we return. I'll cue up a football fix. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5. ET's got a prize pack. What you got, E?
Oh, I got a free airport parking from usapark.net.
That thing's the bomb.
Just in time for summer parking. It is the bomb. Hit me up right now. 904-641-1010. I'll let you, boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000 1,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Imagine this. You and your buddies outside enjoying the warm weather. The grill is fired up, steaks are sizzling, drinks in hand, and you're all hanging out around your brand new outdoor kitchen. CSS Fireplaces in Outdoor Living can make it happen. From custom outdoor kitchens to fireplaces, fire pits, and more. They bring your backyard dreams to life. You dream it, they build it. Visit CSSFireplaces.com and make your backyard the place everyone wants to be this season.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with the Awaken 180. Increased flexibility, strength, and endurance. Breaking 190 or even 80 could be just 40 pounds away. Results this summer with the solution for weight loss. Awaken 180, weightloss.com.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Longer days, warmer nights, and a backyard that brings everyone together. Spring and summer in Florida mean pool days, backyard barbecues, and night swims under the stars. Hicken here, and for nearly 50 years, Surfside Pools have been creating the backdrops for life's best memories. From weekly service and repairs to remodels, commercial maintenance, and new pool construction. Surfside does it all, man. You ready to float happy? SurfsidePools.net, the place to go. SurfsidePools.net, or you always call them, 246-2666, 246-2666. Surfside Pools. Summer starts here. License number CPC 044080.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Got a small world for you, E.
Oh, to me.
Oh, first, let me tell you about the boob tube.
Okay.
How did the term boob tube emerge? Well, it emerged in the late 1950s, E, as television networks began filling broadcast schedules with commercials and lowbrow programs. Intellectuals and concerned citizens criticized the medium for corroding society and rotting brains. Thus, watching TV was jokingly said to turn you into a boob. Like a boob in the mid 20th century, it was like common slang for a fool,
right,
or a bumpkin.
And
or
then it turned into something else around, I don't know,
It was probably. I think it also carried that double meaning. Then,
Okay.
but yeah, but it didn't. It was never even like associated with it per se with the old boob tube. So there's that. They say there's a sucker born every minute. Yeah, just I don't know what flavor I am. Just stick it on my forehead. But I'm making a trip to Vegas next month. I told you, we're going out. We're going to the Sphere. See a couple different shows at the Sphere. We're gonna have a good time. Play a little golf. And I am just not going to be able to get away from these season projectioned lines for the teams that I follow most closely from each major level of football.
Mm-hmm.
The Jags win total is still sitting there at 8.5, man.
Oh, I'm all over that.
But it's weird how they do it now. Like they get you on each side. Like if it's 8.5, they're only going to pay you like minus 140. You got to pay a little extra juice. But 9.5, they'll give you back a little juice. So in other words, like 9.5, and I'll use gambling terms for those that know, All right, but so if you take them over 9.5, they're like plus 120. So in other words, if you bet $10, you'd win $12.
Okay.
But on the other side, if you play over 8.5, they're minus 140. So to win $10, you'd have to bet $14.
Mm-hmm.
But over 8.5 seems like a sure
Easy
thing,
money.
doesn't it?
Easy money.
Is there a world where this isn't a 500 football team? Only if there's catastrophic injuries? I mean, almost 8.5?
Yeah.
Now, college is a little different animal, but again, I said I was double suckered up here. So, yeah, I'm going to sucker up with the Jags in that over total. Go ahead and sign that one up. I'll be coming back with that ticket, ET. And I'll also be coming back with a college football ticket. And I know the schedule is rigorous, and I know it's the SEC, and I know you got to play your 7.5.
That's the Gators.
Can't go 8-4. All the momentum you've got down there and the talent that you brought back. If Summerall is the guy, they're going to go 8-4.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, that's not 7-5 talent, and he doesn't seem to be. He's got a Liam Cohen in him that way too. We're not coming in here and messing around with 5-year plans and this. We're going to get better every day, and that's his mentality. The players seem to buy in, much like they did here in Jacksonville. Now, I get it. It's only a 12-game schedule, and so 8's no guarantee. Where do you think Florida, with a win total of 7.5 projected, where do you think they rank in the SEC?
7.5.
Yeah. So in other words, I've got the win totals for all the SEC teams, 1 to 16. Arkansas has the lowest win total, 4.5. They're 16th. Where do you think Florida is?
I think that puts them around like 7th.
With win totals of 9.5, tied for first, Georgia and Texas.
Okay.
Again, these are just wagering projections, but it gives you an indication of what the baseline is for these, right? And then a 3-way tie for third at 8.5, Alabama, LSU, and Texas A&M. And then a 4-way tie for 6th, Florida. It's curious to me that I see a lot of projections where Oklahoma is a playoff team. Seen projections where Ole Miss is a playoff team. They have the same win total as Florida, 7.5. Then you got Missouri and Auburn and South Carolina all at 6.5. Whew, Vandy all the way down to 5.5 after that. That's a big year for Clark Lee up there. He got paid, and they're actually investing some money, and he pulled off a stunner on the recruiting trail. He stole a quarterback from Georgia, I think. But as distasteful as the guy could be sometime, that Diego Pavia, he was a difference maker, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah. But Clark Lee's a good coach. So I would expect, in the future, good things for them. But, man, 5.5. I mean, do you play Vandy over 5.5 as well? Oh, by the way, never. I'm not loading up a bucket and throwing it on everything. My point is those – and by the way, this should be a little bit of disclaimer for our optimism. Okay? Vegas is – what do we say about Vegas? They're always right.
Oh, always.
I mean, they'll put a 2.5-point spread on a midseason game between the Grizzlies and the Pelicans, and it'll be 2 or 4 point game at the end.
Every time.
So it's unlikely that these numbers, 8.5 for the Jags, total wins this year, 7.5 for the Gators, total wins. It's unlikely you're going to go just, breezing by them, although last year the Jags certainly would have been a different story. I wonder what their win total would have been last year. 5.5 maybe? Maybe? All right, I got a golf note, and then I will come back with a football fix to close out the 7 o'clock hour. But there is I was going to say 3, but I want to make sure it's not a 4. But there's a tie, a multi-level tie at the top of the leaderboard. Yeah, it's up to 4 golfers at the Canadian Open after round 1. Sam Burns, somebody took him. That's, certainly a name that you know. He goes off this morning at 7:44. Eric Van Rooyen has already started his second round. He is 6 under par. Sahith Theegala is 6 under par. But no, the name that the reason that I referenced that top of the leaderboard in the tie, Brooks Koepka got a share of the lead. Koepka obviously has not won since he left for the Live and returned, and he's kind of just quietly made his way, hadn't he? Just been a professional golfer out there, and so could this be the week that Koepka breaks through? Of course, Koepka's got that unbelievable stat where he's only got 8 total wins, and 4 or 5 of them are majors. It's bizarre. So we'll see how he can finish up at the Canadian this week. I think I took Koepka actually in brunch with the tour, didn't I?
You might have. I can
think
verify that here.
I think I did. Yeah, you don't have to. I'll forget by the time I get home this weekend. And inevitably, it comes down the stretch on Sunday, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be rooting for or against anyone. I just sit back and watch the golf. All right, we'll come back with a football fix. You're listening to The Drill on a GFL Friday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Each summer, 1010XL personalities get ready for another football season.
You have volunteered for the most intensive training known to man.
1010XL, taking Jacksonville sports talk seriously.
Hey roofers, finish and close out jobs same day with PermitRockstar.com. Their full-service permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
Birthdays, anniversaries, and graduations happen year-round. That's why it's good to have Kuhn Flowers on hand to send that floral arrangement with a simple click, call, or showroom visit. This is Hacker. Make Kuhn Flowers your go-to when you need to send your love.
Take time out with Patrick Young.
Patrick Young here, a.k.a. the Big PY. And you know I love my Florida Gators.
Friday morning at 8:30 with Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser. Tipped off by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and Kuhn Flowers on 1010XL.
You want to get a little action in the game as the World Cup is underway. You can go to Kalshi. It's the world's biggest soccer tournament. It's arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. You see, on Kalshi, you trade every match from the opening stage all the way through to the final. Let me tell you what to do. Go to KALSHI. I'm sure by now you've heard of Kalshi. But you can go through the exact procedures and how you can best maximize your ability to predict outcomes. So whether it is a specific match that you would like to invest in, or maybe it's who's going to win overall. With the percentages very easily explained, you'll have a financial stake in your predictive abilities. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code 1010XL. You'll get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, KALSHI. Trade the beautiful game.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. And when warm weather is here, we got to take advantage of it, Greg. What does Honda have, especially for beach weather?
It's riding season. Full line of small motorcycles, scooters, you name it, they've got it. We also have a full line of Vespa scooters in stock and ready to ride to the beach today.
If you log on cyclesofjacksonville.com, they've got it all?
Got it all. Cyclesofjacksonville.com. Come and see us there or on the showroom.
Atlantic and Regency, check out Cycles of Jacksonville.
Hey, Hey, gang, Prosser here for my friends Chad and Sandy. What are your concerns? What struggles do you anticipate when it comes time to sell your home? What is it that bothers you? What's keeping you from getting max money as quickly as possible? Well, I don't know what those reasons are because I know they're all silly. Because Chad and Sandy have one down-to-the-line guarantee. Your home sold guaranteed, or they will buy it. It'll be at a price and a rate that you agree upon beforehand. So if you need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free, and you need max price, then you need Chad and Sandy. The government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. It's time to call Chad and Sandy. Darcy in San Jose did. I wanted to move to a more walkable, vibrant area. Within 3 days of working with Chad and Sandy's team, I found the perfect home. They do it stress-free with a guarantee. Go to chadandsandy.com or call 414-6200. That's chadandsandy.com.
What's happening, folks? It's your main man, E.T. here for Twin Peaks. And if you want to witness the world's biggest soccer tournament in person, look no further than Twin Peaks. Enter the Twin Peaks Go for Gold giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos, and you can be one of 5 grand prize winners who get VIP treatment plus travel and lodging. For your chance to win unmatched views of this match, visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter and choose your host city. Entry closed June 14th, so do not wait. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Fred Taylor. If you've been in an auto accident, you need a team who knows how to get you back on your feet and back to your life. At North Florida Medical Center, they don't just treat the injury, they treat the whole person, from physical therapy to pain management. North Florida Medical Center has a team of experts ready to help you heal and recover. I trust the team here at North Florida Medical Center, and you can too. So don't wait. Call North Florida Medical Center and get the care you deserve.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I think we've taken steps in the right direction in terms of the pass game specifically. I think offensively, pass pro is always challenging during this time, but I think the amount of reps that we accumulated throwing the football this spring was pretty cool to see. Guys making plays in one-on-one situations, the timing and spacing. I think our defensive coverage has improved. Guys getting a little bit more confident to come up and challenge people. And then
that was Liam Cohen, Jaguars head coach. And just so you know, pass pro, he's saying pass protection. And 2 of the things he can't really comment on, and they were absent right there from his evaluation on how his team has improved this week. The running game wasn't referenced, and pass protection isn't referenced because that's where the big boys up front put pads on and you really find out. But as to the timing and some other areas that you'd like to see on point, they have been. As the Jags wrap up minicamp, they still have a few workouts next week. I said they're bringing some NFL greats at different positions to kind of meet with and mentor the guys for a day. That might be what Fred's probably doing from the running back position.
Yes, sir.
It's not, we've talked about Fred, and we talked with him yesterday about he'll be visiting with the Jags next week, and then the running back room, pitching in a little bit, and that's going to be the same thing with some other positions. And not all former Jags, like DeMarcus Ware, I think will be working with the defensive ends. And I said this before, think I remember DeMarcus Ware here working with like Josh Hines Allen or Trayvon or one of those dudes.
Not a bad guy to go get.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. Todd Bowles is backing up Baker Mayfield as his long-term quarterback, and that's important because Baker Mayfield is trying to get that money. You know, that quarterback money just keeps going up, 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 up. I don't know where Baker Mayfield, you know what? If Baker Mayfield were 6'5", he'd be setting his price. That's 6'1", man. At the end of the day, you carry a smaller presence, it feels like, at that position. I mean, not always. I know, like, Russ kind of was about that size, kind of Baker's size, it feels like. Is he 6'1", or am I it seems like, I'd say 6'1". I think if anything over 6'1", they might not be telling you the truth. But anyway, he's looking for a longer-term deal in Tampa. Yeah.
You got him in 6'1".
Yeah, and by the way, they should. He's been very good. Don't get me wrong, and he had a really, really good year. Can Baker Mayfield win a Super Bowl? He probably can, actually. I love this job. I'll change my own dadgum mind in the middle of my own opinion.
Did I get career earnings for Baker Mayfield up to now? Career earnings.
Baker Mayfield came into the league in when? What year? 21? No. Trevor came in 21. He would have been 19, maybe? Yeah, 2019. All right, so Baker Mayfield 19, and he gets that number one money right off the bat. I don't know what it was.
2018.
All right, 18. He gets the money right off the bat. The number one pick money's pretty good, but man, the price of pigskin has gotten so out of hand. I can't recall what it was then. And he's probably never gotten a big deal yet. He probably doesn't. I mean, all right, I'm going to say $120 million.
That's a good guess. 131.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll get that, and he can play, the next 3 years he'll make more than that on his new deal. Baker Mayfield is probably deserved to fall in that $50 million a year category with everyone else, right? We went through it yesterday. You go down to number 10 on the quarterback pay list right now, and you're at 52.5. By the way, the Josh Allen, he's already in the top 10, but a Josh Allen extension I see is coming. He also is going to jump up in that near $60 million range. So that's the one position you can't afford to mess around with, man. And then you hope. Sometimes you get fooled. See the boat. Seahawks got their Super Bowl rings, saluting the fans, the city, and their history. And, you turn around now. What year did the Seahawks win the Super Bowl? Was it 13?
13.
I mean, that's 2 Super Bowls in the last 12, 13 years. Cliff was on that team, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen, does he wear his ring much?
He only like events and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe you've seen it, obviously. Uh-huh. That's something else that's gotten bigger and gaudier through the years.
They get bigger and bigger.
Henry Ruggs denied parole. I mean, you feel for everyone involved in something like this, for the tragedy of it all, but for most, you feel for the poor innocent girl walking her dog, minding her own business when she was plowed into at 100+ miles per hour and killed. And nearly 5 years after that drunk driving crash, killed a 23-year-old. Ruggs was eligible for parole Thursday and was denied. He'll be eligible for parole again now on August 24, 2027. The statement said, Mr. Ruggs and our office continue to feel the grief and loss suffered by Miss Tintor's family, his attorney said. And he does feel, it seems to present as incredibly remorseful.
Yeah.
The lesson, it's not, irredeemable. It's just a terrible example of alcohol and driving fast is a deadly combination.
Mm-hmm.
Each of those on their own can be a deadly combination. And if you put the two of them together, man, this is the kind of sadness and tragedy. And now just really 2 lives are lost. You killed someone, and yours is bottled up. We tend to, like, we saw the Christian Watson extension, and you start thinking Parker Washington in terms, the more I sit here and resonate on Parker Washington, I don't think there's a world where they're going to go throw $20 million at Parker Washington. I'll give you an example. And this guy's not as good as Parker Washington, but when we look up in 5 years, they may be similar players. He's Jalen Coker for the Panthers. You know him?
Yes.
He's a key part of their offense. They've got Tet on the other side, obviously. Coker was an exclusive rights free agent this year and was set to be restricted next year, but instead Carolina has signed him to a 3-year extension. He was an undrafted free agent, so Parker, 6th-rounder. Signed with the Panthers 2024, had 43 catches and 3 touchdowns last year, and he missed the first month of the season due to injury. He had a breakout performance in the wild card playoff loss to the Rams, 9 for 124 and a touchdown. Sounds very Parker Washington-ish, right?
Yep.
Very similar? Well, his deal yesterday, 3 years, $35 million extension. A big part of this is we kind of project is we don't know how the player feels. If you're Parker Washington, you may think $8 million a year. You stole something.
Right?
You're Parker Washington. You know Jacoby Myers has been doing this in the league for 8-9 years. Of course he made this much. There are some that do have those kind of vantage points. A.J. Brown, you knew this was coming. Just loves this new quarterback.
Of course he does.
He marvels at Drake May. Called him, quote, a true leader of men.
Oh, come on, bro.
You bet he did. 8 o'clock hour. We got Pat Young joining us in studio. We're going to talk a little more basketball the second half of the show, but much more on our plate, more Jaguar angles. I got a juicy golf segment. One of the main parts of the juicy golf segment is very 9 o'clock nasty, but I don't know if we'll wait till the 9 o'clock hour because the other two things are really cool.
Okay.
We'll see. It's a GFL Friday. You're listening to The Drill. That's a football fix. It's brought to you by the Home Course, the Jointed Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. I'll see you on the Home Course, the best value in golf.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Tall, dark, handsome, athletic ladies man, sharp dresser.
That must be what we're looking for.
Yeah, none of that.
Can you just back up a little bit?
Ryan the Hacker Green.
So that will be what you call bluffing.
Weeknights on Jack Sports Radio, 1010XL.
Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why we are North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on South Side and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes in our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
You know interest rates are high all over the country, except for right here at Beards Diamonds. Beards is rolling back interest rates all the way to 0. That's right. Get 0.0% financing right now through June 30th for 5 whole years. So you can splurge on that $10,000 engagement ring and pay just $167 a month with nothing down. Pick any item. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest charges. Who else does this? Beards Diamonds is making everything more affordable. Earrings, pendants, bands, bracelets, colored gemstone jewelry, designer fashion jewelry. Now through June 30th, get the best value price Beards is famous for and enjoy 5 years of interest-free financing. That $3,000 pair of earrings she's been dreaming about is just $50 a month with 0 down. All natural and lab-grown diamonds included. Don't miss this extraordinary smart buying opportunity. Beards Diamonds, Jacksonville's premier jeweler. Not corporate-owned like everyone else, but locally owned for over 4 decades at the St. John's Town Center. On approved credit, see store for details.
Sent in, and Sporting Jacks breaks through first.
For the latest on Jacksonville's pro soccer team, join the Sporting Jacks Coaches Show, presented by Honda of the Avenues, every Tuesday night at 6 on 1010 AM and 1010XL.com.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a Dandy today.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
If you own or manage a commercial property or HOA, one backup can quickly turn into a flooded parking lot and costly damage. Duck Rooter's VACCon team brings the equipment and experience to get the job done right. Right now, get $250 off VACCon service and make sure your storm drains are ready for heavy rain. Keep water moving where it should, away from your property.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione. Campione Law.
Instant Keys is turning 25. A quarter century of saving the day when your keys mysteriously vanish. Seriously, it was just in my pocket. Or when that remote fob decides to quit working.
The dealership is such a hassle.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, house keys, transponders, re-keys, and even high-tech smart locks. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you for honest, professional locksmith service. Use Instant Keys.
Frank Frangie here, and Big Chief Tire makes it easier than ever to get the tires you need with the Big Chief credit card. No annual fee, low monthly payments, and great promotional financing. Plus, you get free flat repairs and rotations, and right now, $50 off your first purchase when you sign up. I love how simple they make everything. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com to apply for the credit card and get the tires you need today. That's Big Chief Tire.
Attention golfers. The all-new Back 9 Golf Lakewood is now open with free hour demos, discounts on founding memberships, 24-hour access, and you can even bring your own food and drinks. University in San Jose. Back 9 Golf Lakewood.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Hall & Sons Plumbing. Jag head coach Liam Cohen summed up offensive progress at the close of OTAs.
We've taken steps in the right direction offensively. The amount of reps that we accumulated throwing the football this spring was pretty cool to see.
Hurricanes drop Vegas and move one win from the Cup. Catch Sunday's game live on 1010 XL AM. Puck drops at 7:30. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:06 and it's 79 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Play Freebird! It's a lighter. I'm lighting a lighter.
So Jeffrey, I need.
I guess they don't do lighters anymore. Now it's the phone.
Right, it's the phones now.
Yeah.
It's nostalgic whenever they do the lighters.
Yeah.
It's real nostalgic.
People don't have lighters anymore. They have vapes.
Got a question. I was looking at the set list from last night.
Okay.
And he performed Freebird.
I was gone. When was it?
It was probably later in the set. But my question is it this Freebird, or does he have a Freebird?
Oh, no, I'm sure he redid. He knows where he is. He's in Jacksonville.
I see the correlation there.
Yeah, he's in the home of Skinner. That's an homage to them. So
Put them lighters in
I wish beyond all get out I could have sat there for the full show.
Yeah.
It was a really good concert. He has got a good vibe. He is there's these, even the great ones, there's a select few that can sound as good or better than their pre-produced version. And it was one of them. It's like you were sitting there listening to a CD on your, AirPods.
So that makes two country concerts that I probably could have went to and I missed. Because Morgan Wallen, I should have went to that in Gainesville. And then this one last night, right in the backyard. I'm not going to miss the next big one.
I've been lucky enough to hit a couple of the bigger ones of my lifetime, because I saw Tim McGraw, who's just a mega star.
Was that here?
That was here.
Okay.
I saw him with his wife, Faith Hill.
Okay.
I saw Garth.
All right.
That's a show, brother.
Yeah. Oh, he's real. He's like a performer, right?
If you're going to go see it, and this, again, I'm not diehard country fan. I'm not that guy. I have pretty working knowledge of country music.
Right.
That's that's one among the best concerts I've ever seen. Period.
Yeah.
He's terrific, and again a ton. And now I've seen Chris Stapleton, who's awesome. Not near the commercial perhaps level of those dudes, but listen, music. It's all relying on what are you listening to? Like I'm old enough now. I go through years of listening to certain genres that I don't listen to again, and then I'll circle back and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess I've been portions of my life listening to. 80s, the 80s stations.
Yeah.
I'll spend a portion doing Christian contemporary. I'll do a portion doing country. And it feels like Stapleton is more of was a cult buildup, and the one big song shot him forward, but he's an incredible musician.
Mm-hmm.
That's just from my lay perspective. That's no disrespect to Stapleton, but it felt like everyone recognized how talented he was, kind of built him up. It wasn't because he had 15 hit songs on the hit kicker.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many hit songs he has. Again, like I said, I know Tennessee Whiskey, and it was going to take a lot of it for me to make it to the end. That wasn't happening. Small World, though, from the concert. Small World, man. It's amazing to me how these things come up.
What you mean?
We were talking yesterday about the actress Mariska Hargitay of Law and Order, and then her mother was Jane Mansfield, who was a sex pot back in the days of model and actress. So I'm at the concert last night. My man Peter Moore. Shout out, Peter. You just got a radio reference.
Shout
Look
out,
at you.
Peter.
Look at you. You're blushing right now, aren't you, friend?
Big boy.
I'm talking to him, right? So Peter's a Notre Dame grad.
Okay.
And he says, hey, I heard you guys talking about Mariska Hargitay today on the radio. He goes, I'll give you a story about Mariska Hargitay. I said, really? He goes, yeah, my roommate, my best friend, used to date her.
Oh,
what?
Man.
He said, yeah, when I was at Notre Dame, she'd come over and visit and hang out for the weekend. Small world, right? I heard you talking about Mariska Hargitay. Yeah, she used to bunk over at our place.
Wow. Shout out Detective Benson.
Detective Olivia Benson to you, friend.
Mariska.
You can call her Liv.
Right.
If you're close. If you know, you know. So yeah, Mariska Hargitay apparently just, no big deal.
She's a big fan of Jalen Brunson. Like, she goes on interviews. Apparently, they have a real close relationship.
All right, good.
Her
That's a good one.
Jalen Brunson. Yeah.
It's easy to dislike Jalen Brunson if you're not pulling for the Knicks. That's just how sports go. But he, by all accounts, look what this man's doing. That's a little man.
Yeah.
He's a little man. He keeps on fire, and he's the little engine that makes him go. He's not shooting real efficiently, but I don't think he's the MVP of the series. In no way in yesterday's arguments am I trying to imply that the Knicks would be better with OG Anunoby and no Jalen Brunson. That wasn't the point. Anyway, all right, we're going to talk more basketball as I see Big Pat Young making his way into the studio. So we'll come back with some basketball talk and some other talk. We'll hit the sports world. But I did want to mention this as we went to break. Not only are 5 of the 8 College World Series teams this year from the SEC. Not only are 5 of the 8 from the SEC. And by the way, I would like the historical record to note, because they always accuse us of being SEC homers or SEC this, SEC that.
Yeah.
I want the winner of the College World Series to come from whoever the game from that game won. Like, if you ask me who do I want to win the College World Series, West Virginia or Troy. That's who I'll root for. When I turn the World Series on, I'm not rooting for North Carolina. I'm not rooting for Georgia or any of the other SEC teams. Give me West by God, Virginia, where I spent 3 years of my burgeoning adolescence. Or a Troy, who is, the win in and slayed the Gators. And then they won the next round of the Super Regional, and now they are off to the World Series as well. But as a backdrop, I can root with all my gusto for Troy or West Virginia. But not only are 5 of the 8 from the SEC, but this quick friendly reminder, the SEC has won the last 6 College World Series. A bit of a run.
Mm-hmm.
And so odds are that they would most likely take that to 7. And one more college note, we brought it up a little bit in the 10-minute drill. It's time now to focus, I think, the responsibility of a lack of integrity, the damning of the entire situation. There's one entity that's not owning it. And really, at the end of the day, it's on them, and that's Texas Tech University. Shame on you, Texas Tech. Shame on you. And when the NCAA, if they can find a judge that's not crooked and a legal system that is turned upside down, whenever they find that person, here's hoping they kick you out of the Big 12. And you can go play Bishop Sycamore. Y'all have a good time. We'll put it on ESPN3. Well, you can suit it. Because you jokers at Texas Tech have somehow managed to go from one of like the Cinderella stories that people would enjoy rooting for to now like the villain of college sports, between throwing all your money into everywhere and now backing a guy who has done what he's done. Endorsing wrong is never right. And I just don't get it. And so never mind Sorsby, he did what he did. Never mind the judge. This shouldn't have to go to a judge. Or though there is this as well, I guess. If it did go to the judge and the judge is saying he has to be eligible, you could still, if you're Texas Tech, cut bait, couldn't you? You don't have to just follow. Yeah, okay, the judge said you can play. It ain't here, buddy. Good luck. So Texas Tech these schools today, and Patrick said it, open yellow for me. Mellow yellow. And you said this earlier, and I had respect for what you said. This is similar to Alabama. You said you lost respect for Nate Oates.
Without a doubt.
You're going to try and skirt the system and just and be.
And Nate Oates at the end of the season, he when they lost their whoever they played in the tournament, were like, yeah, we had Charles Bediako out there, we would have been, and I'm like, bro, you still are on the side of doing it the wrong way.
I don't get it.
Pissing everybody off, like.
And now I think Texas Tech kind of owns that same reputation. Why are you standing?
Everyone wants them to lose now.
Everyone. Hey, the Texas AG, that's all fine and dandy. You go ahead and threaten the Big Ten, and every other college program outside of your state will say, well, you know what? Not only are we not going to play Texas Tech, we ain't going to play TCU, we ain't going to play SMU or Texas A&M. It's just silly.
For the AG just to put that out there and say it, it was a power move.
It was.
Instead of, if he goes directly to the Big 12 and they have a conversation, they don't agree, and then he comes out, I can respect that. For him, just like as they're trying to work this out, to just do that, like that's wild,
right?
But I do think, from the aspect for Brendan Sorsby of the environment, for sure, having all these people help him for that addiction. But to be on the football field, like literally banned for life, or college football, you should not.
Of course,
you'd be able to touch the field.
The two things can be separate. You can support and help a guy get better, and not give him
for sure.
Other benefits that those that don't. It's like again, it's mind-boggling to me. It's like a guy drinking 14 shots and drunk driving, hitting someone, and then saying it was the beer's fault. I'm not going to jail because I have a weakness and I drink and drive. You can't. It's just, if you're going to if addiction is part of the problem, it doesn't excuse you from the consequences of said addiction.
Right, for sure.
And yours basically, relatively, are pretty minor. You don't get to play college football. Right?
Is that really irreparable harm? Like, he can still go to the NFL?
Right. What about the judge that is feeling irreparable harm? You mean like the irreparable harm he did to the entire setup of college football when he bet?
Yeah.
Is that in your...
The precedent you're going to set that's going to mess it up for the entire space of other athletes,
All right, I haven't talked to you since the biggest choke since the Falcons lost the Super Bowl.
Of course you would put it that way.
Yes, exactly. Fair enough. You can get me out of my one-man echo chamber.
Because I was like, my mom fell asleep watching the game. I don't know where, and I was like, and I called. I said, Mom, did you watch? Are you up? You watched the game? It's like, that was the greatest game I've ever seen.
You gotta have.
It's like, that was the greatest. Just like from the aspect of the Spurs having a historic first half. The Knicks they
just pecked away.
Yeah, Anthony Towns picking up those 2 fouls in the first minute. Wemby start feeling himself. Crap talking Mitch Robinson, getting elbowed in the face.
Yeah.
And then Jose and Brunson hitting threes in Wemby's face was kind of crazy. With the whole narrative of you're not going to win with shorter guards, and they both hit threes.
Over the biggest guy on the floor.
The biggest guy on the floor.
Well, we've got all those basketball angles and more. We'll talk NBA Finals with Pat Young when we return. It's a GFL Friday. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Just a little bit dangerous.
Put your swords away for a second.
1010 XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I'm Frank Frangie, and I can tell you as Walk-Off Charities has grown, we now manage a large athletic facility with numerous fields, including the Bregan Baseball Complex. To get around, we needed a good, reliable golf cart. I went straight to Dynamic Drives and Design in Jacksonville. I met with Travis, told him exactly what our needs were. Would you believe before you knew it, the perfect cart was delivered to us at an incredible price? If you need a golf cart, Travis and his team are the go-to. Learn more about them at dynamicdrivesdesign.com.
Hey, summertime is finally here, and it's time to take advantage of Zero Res's best deal of the summer. Hicken here. Don't let rising gas prices stop you from having a clean and healthy home. Zero Res is keeping comfort affordable with powerful cleaning at a price families can feel good about. Zero Res can handle every surface in your home: carpets, tile, grout, hardwood, laminate, upholstery, rugs, air ducts, and more. Take 25% off all services except air duct cleaning. That's $5.99 per system for air duct cleaning, by the way. Two great deals. 25% off all services except air duct cleaning, which is $5.99 per system. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com, ZeroResJacksonville.com. Ask for the 1010XL special.
He's our Big Mac.
Woo! It's Smash Mouth football, baby!
Tom McManus brings his big opinions to Jaguars Today.
Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. on 1010 XL.
Protected by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Summer's almost here, and that means it's grilling season. Before you overpay at the big box stores, make a stop at Houston's Meat Company on Main Street and 295. For more than 50 years, Houston's has been Jacksonville's local butcher shop, serving up quality meat, incredible prices, and the kind of service you just can't find at a grocery chain. Steaks, burgers, chicken, ribs, whatever's on the grill this weekend, Houston's has you covered. Shop local, grill better. Make Houston's Meat Company part of your weekend tradition.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
The Golf Club at Southampton is super excited for what's next, and that's brand new greens and plenty more to add to your golfing experience. While renovations are underway, you can still come out, hit the practice area, and keep your game sharp. Plus Thursday night trivia, always fun, and music on Friday nights on the patio. Check it all out at golfsouthampton.com or their Facebook page. Membership opportunity right now where you can take advantage of a great deal before the renovation is complete. Call 287-PLAY and check out the latest from the Golf Club at Southampton.
Soccer fans, Michelob Ultra is going to pay somebody $90,000 to go to the FIFA World Cup 2026 final and bring the Superior Player of the Match trophy. Yes, I'm being serious right now. It's got some weight to it. This is the real thing, people. Michelob Ultra, $90,000. FIFA World Cup 2026 final. You watch the match, you get the honor of carrying the Superior Player of the Match trophy. That's a soccer fan's dream come true.
Enjoy the beautiful game with a cold Michelob Ultra, the official beer of World Cup 2026.
Royal Pest Services, a local company you can trust. Royal Pest is a certified installer of tap insulation, which stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Reduce that electric bill by adding pest protection. It's that easy. Online at royalpestservices.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, time out with Patrick Young, taken by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Well done, number 4.
Covered by Kuhn Flowers on 1010XL.
I see what you're doing there with the concert references from earlier. Patrick Young is in studio with us. We're going to enjoy talking some hoops with him. Before we do, with the Jaguars mini camp going on, you need what you need? An adapter or anything?
You guys need to turn the volume down a little bit.
Don't stop. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, yeah, you feeling
I have to put you two on a duet. We get the What was the song again? It was a Whitney song, wasn't it?
Oh no, you talking Celine Dion?
Yeah. Celine, you sang?
Yeah. My Heart Will Go On.
My Heart Will Go
that's
On.
a good. Yeah.
That's what he decides to try and carry.
That is right in your vocal range right there. E.
Can you pick a worse one to try and pull off? You know the.
How do I go on with Leanne Rhymes? That's my other favorite.
Okay.
Like Olivia Dean.
You do?
She's for one, she's not hard to look at.
I don't know Olivia Dean.
Oh,
the newer artist.
Well, there you go. There's your answer. I'm not a big music. I like music, but I don't know anything about music. I'm not a big music fan.
Jeff says that Sneaky knows stuff. Jeff Sneaky knows like stuff.
I was hanging with my homeboys on Sunday. The fact that one of them was like, "Hey," just randomly, just started playing Olivia Dean. I was like, "Wow,
okay,
all right. I guess we've evolved here."
Well, I promise you. Now, one thing is for dadgum certain. It's 8:24 between now and 9:52. We'll hear Olivia Dean.
Yeah.
That's how he rolls. It will be coming.
You're gonna bop your head a little bit.
All right.
And there's one more I'll mention too, Jeff. Tell me if you've heard of this lady.
Okay.
Ella Langley. She's the new country girl.
Oh, is she?
Ella.
I'm not in my country.
She's got a very interesting voice, but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. People love her.
That's another thing so subjective about music. Like one of the biggest country music stars, and here comes the hate text, but whatever. I don't have much in this, so I don't care. But like Luke Bryan is like one of the biggest stars. I don't dig his voice.
Yeah, he's okay.
That's not my. And I like country music.
He helped me get into country music. Luke Bryan did, but he's okay.
It's safe to say he's like a top 5 country star, isn't he, or no? Is it Luke Bryan the one that does?
Is he the Hurricane guy?
No, that's Luke Combs.
Oh, Luke.
I think Luke Bryan. Isn't Luke Bryan the American Idol judge?
Yeah.
If you want to call me. You don't have to worry about it, baby. You can wake me up in the dead of the night. Wreck my plans, baby. That's all right.
My man can sing. Come
on now.
Yeah, he can really
Bryan.
sing. I see what's happening.
Luke Bryan's that guy.
Yeah, can I trade your voice for Hickens, please? Because he loves to sing. It's not quite the same experience.
He does love to sing.
If you know what I mean. All right, I don't want to go too far back into history. I think we can talk about whether or not there will be another game in New York. I think that's fair. But the one thing I'll say,
for that to happen.
and that's fair. I'll wear it. That if there's a guy that would say it was choke more than classic comeback, it would be me. But
it was choke. It was choke on the coach too. Choke on Mitch Johnson.
An organizational choke, and it, and we've talked about the individual, whether it's De'Aaron Fox, something as subtle as run some more time, Wemby missing 2 free throws that matter. But there was the most damning example of it being a choke happened. Was maybe the 4-minute mark, and the Spurs still had like a 4-point lead, and De'Aaron Fox missed a 3. They got the rebound. Wemby shoots a 3. They get the rebound back to Wemby. He shoots another 3. By the way,
did he forget that Carl Anthony was in foul trouble?
Well, and did you also forget that it's math. Maybe if you shoot a shot with 4 seconds and you don't get the rebound, feel free to run another 15.
Yeah.
Maybe not shoot, get the ball, shoot. You got a 20. When they were up 20 with 9 minutes to go, if they would have allowed the Knicks a 2-point basket and then just run their 24 seconds, they could have mapped it out.
And two, I thought it's classic phrase in playing spades. You play to win. Instead of playing, in a sense of, I don't even know, because I want to say like they lost their concentration on what seemed to work, because like Dylan Harper, Wemby, they're taking shots so quick in the shot clock while like the Knicks are picking up momentum, going on the quick 7-0 run. Then it was a 14-2 run. Then it was a 19-4 run. I mean, I remember it vividly because I just couldn't believe it. But the fact that in football, you got if Liam Cohen, if we got a 21-point lead going into the second half, yeah, you still want to play smart football, but we're like, man, we're trying to milk that clock.
Of course.
We're trying to.
And you don't think of it in basketball. You know what? I will say this. You don't think of it as much in basketball, but with all of the analytics in sports, I wouldn't mind my basketball team having an analytic guy who will literally tell me, if we bleed clock from this point forward, they can't catch us. Look, you do it in football. You run the clock. You run it down. If you have a lead, again, you're in the final. And I'm not saying you totally take the air, but listen, if there's 9 minutes to go and you run 24 seconds off the clock, they get the ball at 8:30. If they score, great. Say you get it back with 8:15. You run another half minute off. You're up 18 points. Now there's 7:45. You can and I know that's not practical. I get it. And they're going to pick up on what you're doing at some point and change it around. But there's also, it's not like the other team's going to score 12 straight possessions. So use your clock. I think,
especially when you had them in the bonus. As soon as you hit bonus, too. If you think about that, as soon as you hit the bonus, maybe. And this is what this is how the analytics guy should present it, because the big thing that make, like in the NBA now, the number of possessions they have covers a multitude of sins. You know, you can have out of your 70 possessions in that game, 15 of them not so great, not so productive, because we're like, oh man, we're gonna get up X amount of shots. So, but you'd be like, hey, maybe at this point, instead of it's a projected 50 possessions more, let's try to shut it down to 30 by slowing the game down. Like if we slow the game down to 30 possessions, we got, like, it's almost guaranteed we're gonna win.
You know what? You've discovered, I think, a hole in analytics, because that we see that in football. They do the same thing. And anytime your analytics tell you to go for it 4th and 1 at your own 37-yard line, you're using the wrong analytics. And so that's a similar kind of situation there. Maybe our inclination is to get up as many shots as we can, but this is a point where we can't just keep going with that same formula. And again, I'm not advocating for going 4 corners on a 20. I mean, the other guys will figure out to a degree, but at least be mindful that the clock is your friend now. Put the pressure on them. Make them have to hit. If you just run clock 4 possessions in a row, okay, you're up 20. Run clock 4 possessions in a row. That's basically 2.5.
Basically a minute, or
2 minutes.
Or 2 minutes.
Basically 2 minutes off the clock. Okay. They could score. They could score 4 possessions in a row, and you still got a 10, 12-point lead.
Right. Yeah.
And that's not going to happen either. And again, I don't mean run it to 0 and turn it over, but just don't be firing up. Don't miss 8 threes in a row where 6 of them were shot with more than 10 seconds on the shot clock. That's a problem.
Yeah. And then game 3 is funny. It's the same. It's the other way around. When the Knicks missed 9 threes in a row, or 10, whatever it was. Then
Those are the refs' fault.
But Miss John, I mean, gosh, real, like, from the TV screen, you went to sleep. You probably saw it, but like I could feel the energy and the nerves. You could see it
on his face,
in Wemby's face, in Castle's face, like that. All those guys were kind of like, we need a beat right now. Like, and I love what Wemby's growing into his leadership, but in a few of the games, you saw him like really getting after his guys in a way to get them going. Mm-hmm. And every time they'd had that, like the team played better. And it's like, shoot, even if you call a timeout and Coach Johnson just goes up and says, Wemby, it's your time. Like, hey, Wemby, talk to the team, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even after missing those free throws, because it's just like, oh no, I gotta move past it, and now I gotta get my guys going. And by the time he called a timeout, it was way too late.
You're a big man getting up and down the floor. Does he look like he's fatiguing a little? He looks just a little.
He's not fast.
But you missed 2 free throws. You're a good free throw shooter. You played 41 minutes, and a lot of those minutes, your team had a 20-something point lead. I mean, do you maybe think about that, or you can't afford to?
I don't know if it's fatigue. I think bro just
choked a little.
Bro he pulled a Nick Anderson.
Okay.
He pulled one.
All right.
And actually, I read an article. They're saying that the real reason that New York won was Wu-Tang came out at halftime.
Is that what it was? You got to have those special little.
Wu-Tang came out, and
all right, just a quick answer. We'll circle back with more hoop talk later. And exciting for you. Today's Deer Drill Day, so you'll get to impart that wisdom on and advice on folks. Just bottom line, will there be a game 6 in New York on Wednesday or Monday, whatever day it is?
Yes.
So you think the Spurs
I think a game 6. I think a game 6. Yeah. My only caveat in thinking about the Spurs here is like, that was like, you had a game. Like, did their hearts completely get ripped out on that? Because, like, you're down 2-1. You still got hope. You won that game. You had it. Like, I could just foresee them crapping the bed completely in San Antonio. But also just taking care of business. Because they started the game out first half, that's exactly even more to an extent. That's the way you want that game to go. You ain't going to make 14 threes on a consistent basis in the first half. But, man, your heart's ripped out.
I'll tell you, I'll add to what you just said. I'll supplement what you just said, and I'll put it in plainer terms. There's no way in hell the Spurs can win this series. You can't, as a competitor, beat the other guy pretty solidly 4 games in a row and be 3-1 and still believe you can win. At a certain point, you may not admit it, you may not verbalize it. At some point, you realize we can't win. We can't.
There's only been one to come back from 3-1.
Yeah, LeBron. And then that's because another one. You know why? Because when you're the GOAT, you never go longer than 6. And you ain't never coming back from anything. Got to put yourself in that 3-1 to come back from it. No, here's what I mean about the Spurs.
That's great.
In the 2026 NBA Finals, the Spurs have had a double-digit lead in the first quarter. Check, 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 check. All 4 games. And in the 2026 NBA Finals, the Spurs have had the lead in the final 2 minutes. Check, 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 check. And they've won 1 game.
Are you serious?
You can't. At some point, there's going to be a belief or a disbelief in that locker room.
Wow.
If you do that and you can't win, how do you win? And by the way, one of these games, the Knicks are going to play that we're 40 points better than the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Because they've had a few of those along the way.
Yeah, they what they do, they have 10 wins in the playoffs, 10 of their wins by double digits.
Yeah.
And that's tied for most all time
All I
or
know
something like that.
is they ended my team season with a 50-pointer. So that's enough for me. I'll take a quick break. Back with more with Patrick Young, basketball talk, Jag talk, and more right here on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Frank Frangie here. Truck Month is back at Nimnik Buick GMC, and so is 0% financing for 60 months on GMC Sierra trucks. I know all about that. I drive a GMC Sierra from Nimnik. I really do, and I really love it. And rates haven't been this low in years. With the largest selection of GMC Sierra trucks in the region, Nimnik Buick GMC is the place to go. It's what you've been dreaming about, and I promise you they treat you right. Shop at NimnikBuickGMC.com or head to the showroom on Phillips Highway. The best prices, the best service. That's easy. Nobody but Nimnik.
Coogan's Hickin here, and it's June. Yeah, summertime. Not only are the kids out of school, but it also is Men's Health Awareness Month. Did you know the largest organ on your body is your skin? That's right. And with this summertime sunshine state heat, got to protect that skin, folks. It's more important than you think. I've been seeing my docs at Beaches Dermatology for years, and my skin thanks me for it. It doesn't take long, but it's a must. Book your appointment today, right now, online at beachesdermatology.com.
Ever notice those white spots all over your faucets? Dry skin? That's Jacksonville Hard Water. At Holland Sons Plumbing, we help homeowners protect their plumbing and enjoy cleaner water with a whole home water conditioning and filtration system and point-of-use reverse osmosis. For a limited time, mention 1010XL and get $200 off a qualifying purchase. That means softer water throughout your home and better drinking water without plastic. Family-owned, veteran-operated. Schedule your free in-home water test today with Holland Sons Plumbing.
Hickin here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
Hello, Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Underwood has completed 75 years in business, and now you are starting your next 75 years. If you were going to simplify things, what is the single most important thing in Underwood's history, and what will be the most important thing in your future?
Frank, that's simple. Our honesty and integrity. You know, our founder, H.F. Underwood's favorite saying was, know the truth and tell the truth. That's why we're the longest-standing member of the American Gem Society in Florida. Because we know you have to have the knowledge about gemstones before you can tell the truth about them. That's why we continue to educate our staff through the Gemological Institute of America and the American Gem Society. In fact, today, Underwoods has the largest American Gem Society credentialed staff of professionals east of the Mississippi River. So come by and see why we're looking forward to the next 75 years and let one of our experts assist you.
That's at Underwoods, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
Hey. Hello?
Is this who I'm supposed to hear?
Yeah, this is Ella.
What's her name? Ella what? Okay. This is country, obviously.
Just when I thought I got
Choosing Texas.
fall in love with Tennessee.
Yeah, that's a good little country vibe. We got to hit the other one, too, that he brought. But
Yeah, Olivia Dean.
Yeah, we'll do that one next. Yeah, that's good. I got him.
She's happy, though. You know, lean into, she's not a good Deer Drill lean into song. Yeah.
I wasn't a man.
Yeah, see, I really like Mariska Hargitay. She's like one of my favorites.
Oh, I love
Mariska. But this drippy, hugging Taylor Swift makes me sick.
It's like it's almost like you got to if you're sitting right next to Taylor.
Now, Hargitay knows who the Knicks are, I bet.
Oh,
I bet she can give you the roster. Taylor Swift couldn't tell you any, she knows the stars. Well, there's only 12, so maybe she does.
So, I did some digging on that. They say Taylor Swift is an OG Knicks fan. I haven't seen the pictures, but they say she's been around since Amari Stoudemire. Yeah. She has an old school
I'm going to say that Taylor Swift
jersey.
ain't got any OG genuine nothing in her. She's bounced to where you're also OG Eagles fan. You're marrying and rooting for the Chiefs.
Fair.
Yeah. Why would you grow up in Philly and be a Knicks fan when the Knicks aren't any good? Maybe because the Sixers were so bad when she was a kid, front running.
I mean,
I don't care. I'm not getting
Mariska
real invested in that.
Hargitay says Knicks comeback win beats wedding to Peter Herman as greatest night of my life.
That's a problem. Yeah, I mean, if I'm Peter, I'm like, I mean, it's cool. Could we maybe find something else exciting you could compare it to?
Yeah, don't bring.
You got to go tell the whole world that the Knicks wins more exciting than I am. How about this? You see these papers?
It's not great for my pride there.
It's not even pride.
As a man, I'm just like, dang, maybe like.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm taking strays. I mean, your team wins a game, and suddenly I'm the loser.
Just say blanket statement.
Sure.
One of the greatest night.
Correct.
Don't compare the wedding.
This has got the Rossini vibes. I would show my husband, but he's ugly. It's got that kind of vibe.
Exactly.
All right. I got a couple of golf things here.
We like golf.
Sure I do. This is kind of cool, actually. E, do you know any golfers that are like super active on social media?
Yeah.
I don't mean the ones that have the most followers. Those guys are like Tiger's got the most followers.
Correct.
He's not doing anything interactive on social media. Bryson does.
Bryson,
yeah.
Phil did, but who knows now with the car girls in play.
Yeah, he better stay off the internet.
That's what happened.
We're going to get to that next. But is there anybody else? And by the way, not even a big name superstar player. Sometimes they're just good social media guys. Have you heard of this guy?
Which guy?
Michael Kim.
Yes, I do. Didn't he just win something crazy?
No, I don't think Siwoo Kim won.
Okay.
Yeah. But Michael Kim he's an okay middle of the pack, but he does a lot on Twitter. He does, answers questions and, does, just very, very interactive on Twitter. Well, in fact, widely considered the best and most active PGA Tour player on social media. He dominates he dominates on X. Some of the things he's done, financial transparency. He famously broke down his expenses, revealing exactly how much pros spend on flights and hotels.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Q&A, life on the road, details on the grind to tour life, airport sleepovers, travel, just all that kind of stuff. So he's been very.
I respect that.
Well, one thing he did, they just had a tournament. I don't know if it's the Canadian. I think it was the one before. He allowed one of his followers to caddy for him for a day.
Oh, that's
Is that what that was?
Yes.
I saw
That's
like
cool.
a bigger fella. Was he like a bigger fella?
I
He came
haven't
out
seen
of
the video. I just read the
stands.
story.
I saw like a bigger fella. He came out of like the grandstands and put on the caddy.
So he
thing.
lets a follower caddy for him, and he said, we had a great time. It all went well, so I'm going to run it back at the Hartford Open up in, or whatever they call it now, Travelers.
That's pretty cool.
Up at TPC Hartford, okay? And it had a couple contingencies. You had to live within, I think, a 2 hours drive of Hartford because he didn't want anybody just coming from everywhere. But if you're interested, then you can reach out to him there on social media, and you're going to be able to. That's when you know that your golf career, quote unquote, now is more about the YouTube and the social presence than actually winning, because you can't go to a PGA golf tournament.
I know, right?
Put Joe Blow on the bag, man. Not if you're being serious. I saw this. I've got a Shazam spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Ford Superstores, Stark and Kingsland. There's a golfer on tour named Christian Bezadenhout. He's the one with B-E-Z and a lot of letters. Christian Bezadenhout, right? He's been on the tour for a long time. Yesterday played his 1800th par 3 on PGA Tour. And finally, for the first time in 1,800 shots, got a hole in one.
Are you willing?
To what?
Willing and able?
I would like to get one.
I know you want it.
Yeah. I've done the math in my head. I also have taken way more than 1,800.
Way more.
Par 3 shots already in my life, and I don't have the skill of Christian Bezadenhout.
How many times have you been out the yards?
Not many.
Not many, huh?
Yeah, that's probably be a good place to go because you get extra par 3s.
Yeah.
1,800. You basically, I'm not going to sit here and do the math and confuse myself.
One out of 1,800?
No, I'm just saying if you went 1,800, if it took you how many rounds of golf is, you get basically, but that's what I said. I don't feel like getting into all that. If I break that down, I'm going to give wrong numbers. Then they're going to come at me. I don't need that. Yeah. All right. And then there's, all right, we'll do Phil when we get back on the other side. Yeah. You haven't heard the Phil Mickelson news?
Oh, I heard it, but I didn't know that's what happened.
I don't know if that's it per se. I don't know if
sounds
accurate.
Yeah,
right. It's something like that. Well, if you guys haven't heard this Phil Mickelson stuff, I mean, you can't make it up. I mean, look up midlife crisis in the middle of the dictionary, and they should have a full color spread of Phil Mickelson. Next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. You'll still hear Frank Monday through Thursday. Now Fridays feature The Lead with Hayes Carline and Ryan O'Haller 4 to 6 on 1010XL.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Hey man, what's Hard Rock Bet giving you players?
If you win your first $5 bet, you get $150 in bonus bets.
$750? ¿Cuánto? Oh, was that Ronaldinho? Sounds like his first bet scored.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New customers bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hey guys, Prosser here. When you need new windows or doors, you want high-end quality without the middleman markup, and that's exactly why I'm telling you about Cash Building Materials. Same premium materials, same beautiful finishes, but a price that actually makes sense for your home. No subcontractors, no runaround, just their own experienced crews who treat your house like it's theirs. Get a quote today. Thank me tomorrow. For windows and doors, search Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Hey, it's Joe C. Wingstop just dropped the boneless meal deal for two. 20 boneless wings, choice of 4 flavors, a large fry, and 2 dips. All for only $16.99. Limited time. And while you're crushing that deal, get in the Club Wingstop loyalty program. 10 points for every single dollar you spend. Sign up now at 1010xl.com/Wingstop. I'm locked in. You need to be too. Wingstop, baby. Get the deal and get in the club. Bonus meal deal for 2 in Club Wingstop. Limited time only at Wingstop.
The key to victory is anticipation.
The road to the regular season rides through the combine, free agency, the draft, OTAs, and mini camps.
They should be fun to watch.
Follow the offseason with AA Automotive and 1010XL.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $5,000 per ounce, and silver is over $100 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold and silver for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Summer's here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your backyard with Superior Fence and Rail. Get the fence you've been wanting with 12 months financing and no interest, so you can enjoy more privacy, more security, and more curb appeal without the upfront stress. Make your outdoor space ready for summer. You must have credit approval from our third-party financial institution. Call today or visit SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
In Jacksonville, we love our sports. You might say we flip out over them. Football, baseball, soccer, hockey, basketball, golf, and there's our outdoor game, fishing, surfing, and just chilling. There's so much to do, it will make your head spin. But keep your cap on because Visit Jacksonville has you covered. Check out visitjacksonville.com/locals or download the Visit Jax app and stay on the ball for all the upcoming sports events in Jax. Go local, go sports. Jacksonville, the flip side of Florida.
Hi, this is Randy Goodwin with PRI Productions. We're proud to partner with Dreams Come True, a Jacksonville nonprofit that grants the dreams of children that are facing life-threatening illnesses. Join us for Dream Day on Saturday, June 27th from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. at PRI Productions, located at 1819 Kings Avenue in San Marco. Come cheer on 35 incredible children and help make their day unforgettable. It's all free. You just need to be there Saturday, June 27th, Dream Day. Hope to see you there.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Hey.
Now we're going to Olivia Dean. They're
You don't like that song, Jeff? I'm worried about you.
That's a good song.
The icing on your cake, the cherry on the top. It's heaven in my heart, and we could find you some space.
It's got a little the girl from.
I could be the world to you.
I need to learn the words.
Got a little bit of that vibe.
She's got a bop to it. When that bass hits,
Cause I think it's so easy to fall in love.
I mean, my man here's auditioning for like voice or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got a chance there. You got some big pipes. Have you ever done
You
anything
hear
like
my
choir? You
sister?
probably done some choir singing.
I did, yeah. And actually, Coach Donovan, when he came to visit me at Paxson, the 2 times he came, I was in chorus.
In chorus at
my
Paxson?
chorus. I'm so glad he didn't ask me, like, because my teacher, she sure would have made me sing if he would have been like, "Oh, Big Pat,
You would've wanted
what you
to?
got going on?" I was like,
Yeah,
he
that's,
would've
right.
made me
That's
do
not
it.
really Billy's personality. Put you on the spotlight. That makes you
Oh,
sing. There are some
yeah.
coaches, but there are some coaches that even before they know you real well would say, "Make you belt it out."
I wonder if he's changed as he's gotten older. If he's
Well,
I
what
feel
was he
he's
like? You know
not.
better than I do.
I don't think he's turned into any. Maybe there's aspects where he's a curmudgeon at a point on certain things because you're like, you understand what it takes to win, and probably you want to get those results faster. But no, he was great, man. He was he held you accountable. He was real. He was a realist. He wanted to push us hard all the time, but thank goodness for Duke Warner, and he trusted Duke a lot, the athletic trainer, being like, how hard can I push the guys today? And Duke would make sure to reel him back because he made it known to us that Rick Pitino did not have any of that in the realm of his basketball philosophy.
It was go.
Balls to the wall all the time.
Yeah.
Why
do
That's why
you
we
think-
have the 20-hour rule.
Are you surprised that he wasn't successful in the NBA? And on the other side, why wasn't he?
Well, I mean, he was close to being successful in the NBA. I mean, his first year was 3-1. 3-1 Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook over Golden State. So he was Western Conference Finals his, quote unquote rookie year.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. KD is an interesting figure, man. With his burner accounts and the way that he leads, I don't know. He had a good run there with just Westbrook only, I think, and then the
put
Bulls
it all,
organization didn't help him at all.
Well, that's more my question about the Bulls, because Oklahoma City, it was ready made. He had great players and great teams. I mean, a good coach is going to win in Oklahoma City to the level that he won. But you go to Chicago, which hasn't look, they have not had terrible talent. They haven't had great talent, but they could have won 50 games.
His best year, and I hate to bring it up, but it's just a fact. His best year was when Grayson Allen took out Alex Caruso. Fouled him, and sent him when he was out for a while because DeMar DeRozan was playing great. That was, DeMar.
Caruso started with the Bulls, didn't he? Wasn't that his first team?
Was it the Bulls or the Lakers?
I think he went from the Bulls to the Lakers.
I can't even.
I think Jeff might be. I think he went from Bulls to Lakers.
Bulls, Lakers, OKC. Yeah,
he's turned into a pretty good
player. Yeah, and he's athletic. He had a bunch of. He's honestly a high flying guy. When he was at the Lakers, he had some great dunks, but. Yeah, the Bulls just, I don't know, didn't have draft picks or couldn't get in. But and then Kobe White, he's with Charlotte. He had a pretty okay season. Ayo Diasumu, they traded him away, and
he
had some great moments with Minnesota. So it's not like they didn't really have talent there. Maybe they just couldn't get the pieces together and
the coach in the NBA, I don't think has much at all to do with the moves.
That's why I thought he would consider coming back to college, truly, because you have so much more power in putting your roster together, and we finally got a little bit of normalcy, I guess.
And you sure he ain't just waiting on that Kentucky job, giving Mark Pope one more year? You sure? Because that's what it smells like. It smells like Michael Malone to North Carolina. Get out of the NBA, just sit tight for a year. Oh, yeah, man, okay, yeah. Because he was too quick.
Could he do it?
First of all, Pope, there was no job open at Kentucky when Billy left. I mean, you kind of, you indicated one time you didn't think, but that could have been just him playing to y'all. On guy getting the
man, he can't go to Kentucky with his name on Florida court, man. He's got to be somewhere else. It's got to be somewhere else.
Okay, he definitely feels like he's going to coach again.
Oh yeah,
right.
I think.
All
so.
right, get to this Phil Mickelson. Hey Phil, I mean, come on, bro. And by the way, these are allegations. That's fine. These are reports, and there's comments, and there's quotes here. And if you're a dude, you know what happened here. You do. Whatever. I'm not going to say what happened. You're a dude. You'll put this together. And if you're a lady or a cart girl or a kitchen staff,
I've never seen, at the times I played golf, a man successfully pick up a woman that's at a cart.
Well, and again, without
nor should you try.
Correct. Well, I don't know exactly what happened, but the bottom line is this. Phil is the anchor member at any golf club he's at. Right? If Phil Mickelson is a member of your golf club, there's like a Phil Mickelson segment of the pro shop with his trophies and his memorabilia, right? He is your anchor member. So he's not just a member, he's an anchor member. These allegations are serious enough that Phil Mickelson's on the 11th hole, and when the club learns of it, they promptly drive to the 11th hole, tell him to get his stuff and get off the property.
Oh, wow.
So that tells you the nature of at least what they were told, and who knows the state of the complainant here, right? Maybe she ran immediately to him and was like devastated. Who knows what exactly is being alleged? But we do know this. Phil Mickelson's longtime membership at the Farms Golf Club in Rancho Santa Fe, California, has ended after an alleged incident with a female employee, according to Golf Digest. Mickelson reportedly made non-consensual and inappropriate physical contact with a clubhouse staff member who rejected his advances and reported the matter to her supervisors. Mickelson had gone out to play his round, was confronted about the incident on the golf course, and told to leave the premises.
Wow.
Now, his attorney says there is, quote, objective video evidence refuting the allegations. However, he did not provide the video when requested, and the club later confirmed there is no video of the incident. The Farms confirmed in a statement an incident occurred at the club. It didn't provide the names or the specifics, but they say any allegations of misconduct are taken very serious. I mean, you're putting your money where your mouth is when you go out.
There's not a legal. He's just be gone with this. This is just a public thing, and you're going, and
I don't know if there will be charges or anything more than this will happen, but I this is where I would just take it a little bit outside the headlines. Now, I don't know the personality of the young lady who made the complaint to management. I don't. But I can tell you it had to be somewhat hysterical. It had to be somewhat, like, urgent, right? If they turn on the same day. This is, they tell her, and she goes, like, she tells them, boom, they go.
Yeah.
So she's got to be, presenting something that says this is not just, oh, we'll look into it, or, can we check something? So, again, I don't know, and maybe.
Because sadly, the temptation for that organization of the staff, like, oh, it's Phil Mickelson. We can't rustle the feathers.
Yeah,
we can't lose him as a member. But no, and hats off to them for standing up for this woman, this young girl, and her being heard, because like so many times something like this will happen. We'll get to it. We'll look into it, and like you said, it'll take days and days and days.
And you know what? I'm
not weeks, or nothing ever happens.
In today's era of public figures, too, I'm done with, well, it may not be true. It's only allegations. You're right. It may not. And if it does at the end, then you'll look like the guys that was falsely accused. But in the meantime, there's no special hands off, no, can't this. You put yourself out there, buddy. Spend about, $20 million of that live money and get yourself out of this one. You're listening to, by the way, a display in the Farms Clubhouse featuring Mickelson's many accomplishments has been removed since his departure from the club he long called home. Oh, the 9 o'clock hour is next. Oh, huh?
Oh, yes, sir.
The 9 o'clock hour is being produced today at the Farms Golf Club in Rancho Mirage, California. We're back with more next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Because life without sports is missing. The Jaguars and the Gators and the Knowles and the Dogs and thank goodness there's sports and 1010XL.
Interest rates are high all over the country, except for right here at Beards Diamonds. Beards is rolling back interest rates all the way to zero. That's right. Get 0.0% financing right now through June 30th for 5 whole years. So you can splurge on that $10,000 engagement ring and pay just $167 a month with nothing down. Pick any item. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest charges. Who else does this? Beards Diamonds is making everything more affordable. Earrings, pendants, bands, bracelets, colored gemstone jewelry, designer fashion jewelry. Now through June 30th, get the best value price Beards is famous for and enjoy 5 years of interest-free financing. That $3,000 pair of earrings she's been dreaming about is just $50 a month with 0 down. All natural and lab-grown diamonds included. Don't miss this extraordinary smart buying opportunity. Beards Diamonds, Jacksonville's premier jeweler. Not corporate-owned like everyone else, but locally owned for over 4 decades. At the St. John's Town Center. On approved credit, see store for details.
Hey, gang, Hickett here. When it comes to trucks and more trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard is loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. We're talking Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. I just don't talk about them. I own them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own, and they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, dependability, style. Listen, gang, if it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet. Stop by Atlantic Boulevard today and see why truck people keep on coming back to George Moore Chevrolet. George Moore Chevrolet, together! That's right.
Attention contractors. Stop wasting time dealing with permits yourself. Use PermitRockstar.com. Their permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Steaks sizzling, drinks flowing, friends gathered together. Your dream backyard starts with CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, they build it. Outdoor kitchens, fire pits, fireplaces, and more. Visit CSSFireplaces.com.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by TopDressing.com. Jag GM James Gladstone shared insight on new defensive additions at the wrap of OTAs.
Defense is an interesting piece. The secondary has continued their trend like it did last year, getting their hand on the ball.
Trinity Christian's Adrian Williams is headed from the First Coast to Georgia Tech. 3-star lineman, a top 75 player in Florida, commits after a flurry of June decisions. With your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:05 and it's 74 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller. Stay tuned because it's the 9 o'clock Nasty, and it's next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosure, we enter the territory where Lil Jon shows up about this time in the morning.
Yeah, he does.
I cheat. I can see his screen. Everyone thinks I'm so versatile musically, but I can see his screen. I always know who the artist is.
Gotcha.
From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, I wonder if Billy is waiting on Todd Golden to go to the NBA.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah. If he did go,
if there was a perfect storm,
has the
going
game,
to win it all this year.
Is Billy a no-brainer, successful college coach on his return?
So.
Does the game? It has changed a ton since he left. I don't know if it necessarily would be a detriment for him, but it has changed.
I wonder what is
because it ran out some guys. Some of these guys got Jay Wright and others. I'm done with this.
I wonder what his style of play is going to be because he wasn't 3-and-D like NBA is now, like Todd Golden is, like a lot of coaches are with that faster pace. It wasn't. He was more of an offensive guy, but it was like more of a, we run our motion offense. We had our plays where baseline pop was always getting me the ball on the block. I'm trying to think what else did we primarily do.
It's funny because you think of Billy Ball as running gun and firing threes, 3-and-D, and maybe it kind of initially was that because that's what Patino was.
Yeah, initially, but we didn't have.
But your team didn't have great three.
We didn't have great 3-point shooting. Outside of Mike Frazier.
Frazier was on your team.
Frazier was unbelievable. He hit 11 against South Carolina, and
that.
3 of them were in and out. Like it was ridiculous. He should have had more. Gosh, Dodo wasn't, and it's crazy. Dorian Finney-Smith is probably the best shooter of everyone on that team now. He's a 3-and-D guy in the NBA,
and he has had a way longer career than you would have thought.
11 years seasons in the NBA now, and Houston didn't. The thing is, Houston they didn't really play him.
He is, he's landed in some situations where he's been a pretty healthy part of the rotation, and then he's gone to others in Houston where
he was with the Lakers.
Yeah.
A bit. He was with Brooklyn. I don't think it was happy in Brooklyn because, I mean, you're playing a lot, but Brooklyn hasn't been a good basketball team in a long time. They had a little bit of something with Spencer Dinwiddie and some other guys, but that blew up quick.
Yeah. I have a friend who's sadly from New York, a Nets fan. Way to land on the Nets, buddy.
Yeah. Speaking of nasty, over under 2 flagrant fouls.
You got to ease attention, boys. He just popped up real quick.
I don't know where it's going to go with
Hey, man, why don't let's have
2 flagrants. 3. I'm going
tonight.
Tonight.
Over
3.
under. You got to put a half on it.
2.5 then.
No, I'm going 1.5.
What is this fight with Paraguay and USA? How long ago was that? These two hook up at the World Cup tonight. I'm looking. They're showing some fight from years past. Yeah. That's about as much only fight the U.S. has shown, probably. All right.
We should talk a little. I guess we should talk about that at some point.
We are going. Yeah, it's on my radar here. All right, I'm going to say 2.5. Over, under, and I'd play under. I'll say there'd be 2. How many? There haven't been that many, have there? The whole series? Been a couple. There might be some you might have thought they would have called, and they haven't.
Yeah, by the way, Jeff, I was trying. I thought it was a pretty good joke. The way the game started out, there were so many flagrant reviews, and I'm like, who's on the other side of that phone? It's Pat Adams, college referee Pat Adams, who loves that camera time. He loves that camera.
Well, see, here's what happened. Okay, and this is why hold on. This is why, because you said, "Hey, man, you didn't comment on my joke." And I said, "Well, first of all, Pat, you texted me at 10:30. I was asleep." Oh no, you did say. I read Patch. Which is a movie, and I didn't get it. I thought it said Patch Adams, so I didn't tie.
I should have said Patch Adams. So
that threw me off just a little bit. So you say that the Knicks will return to New York, that the Spurs will take care of business, and they'll go back there, and then what happens?
It's over.
It's over.
It's over. It's over in Game 6.
It feels like that. Yeah. We went through again. I don't know how you can beat a team so thoroughly and not be able to win games before you realize for matchup or
Who's the
destiny.
MVP?
It's Anunoby.
It has to be.
It's not even close.
It's not even close.
That's what I say. If they just go gifting it to whoever the alpha dog best player is on the team, that's not fair. Anunoby has been the difference maker.
And OG's going to be like, yeah, I'm really excited to win a national championship, and I just did, I just played hard. New York's my favorite, and
there you go. You got the athlete.
He's going to be champions.
You got the athlete speak down.
He just doesn't
him.
Like they interview him after the game, and he just had an unbelievable game.
Right.
And he's just like
flatlining.
Yeah, we just knew we were resilient and stay together. Like, bro,
I'm going to say
tell me there was a line in the sand, and we were like, hey man, this is all we got. Give me a line.
I'm going to say, based on the performance, that was the most criminally underappreciated, under-highlighted performance in finals history. OG Anunoby had a game the other night. Bro, just look at the final.
What was he, 6 of 8 from the three-point line?
I don't think he only missed one. 33 points, but just look at the final. See, in addition to all those threes, he kept and shot them. And Brunson had his moments. Alvarado had a couple, but Anunoby from the even when they weren't doing anything, was doing something. But look, at the end of the game, he hits the 3. They
gets the block on De'Aaron
They have their turnover. He chases down the block.
Yep.
He goes down the court. And then if you notice when that 3-pointer went up, OG Anunoby was outside the 3-point line next to, about 10 feet away from Brunson.
It's coaching on that one,
How do you not
too.
put a body in the middle of that lane, Patrick?
But
how do you let him come in from the top of the key?
If you go back and play it, they were like, the Spurs don't have anybody on the inbounder. Like literally a foreshadow. You watch OG. There's no. I mean, he had the red carpet. No wonder all the celebs were there. They gave OG the red carpet to go right down to the lane, untouched for that tip in.
So he had a monster night shooting the ball. He was for much of the night. He's the only one who shot it consistently. Although Brunson didn't have a big game, and Alvarado had his best game. So I don't mean to underplay them. But he had 33. He's averaging 26 points a game in the series. He's the one guy
And
who's
he's
playing.
efficient.
He's playing. He's the one. He is the Nick who's playing way above what his regular season.
I just didn't think he was. No one did.
I know he's that good shooter.
Let me see what he's shooting in this series.
I'll tell you, it's like he's way over 50% from three. And that's 4 big games, and they big threes too. When he's hit a bunch of them, and I'll remind everyone, better be glad for that quick healing hamstring. He was the guy that got hurt in the first series, and they've been lucky.
Point,
that's where all
man.
this rest has helped too. That's helped for the Knicks along the way for his hamstring, and he came back.
Yeah, the Spurs. That's another. You're right, Jed. The Spurs going to 7 with OKC helped the Knicks a lot,
yeah,
for sure.
And it also happened. They swept the they swept the Sixers, and the Cavs went 7 with the Pistons.
Yeah.
So they had 2 of the long breaks along the way. It's inevitable that they win.
He is shooting an absurd 55.6.
Right. Yeah.
15 to 27.
Yeah, I mean, and
game 4, 7 of 9 from the 3-point line. That's
7 of 9 from
7
3,
of 9,
and then gives you the last sequence of blocking their shot and then tipping in the game winner. I mean, and not just that. It's not like Robert Horry, who just hit the big shot. You can't give him the MVP just for that, but he's been remarkably consistent.
Let's see
from
if
game 1 till
ChatGPT
now.
agrees. There you go.
Well, they gave it to Brunson, aren't they?
They're still saying Jalen Brunson. Come on.
I know. That's how it works, dude.
I love JB, but he hasn't been a fit. He was good in the clutch, though. He's great in the clutch. Like, it's Brunson time. I go back, and the only reason I can say the Spurs were right in having 2 on Brunson is Damian Lillard's shot he hit on Paul George a few years ago when it was a bad shot. He shot it from 15 feet behind the 3-point line. But I would think you double team because most teams at the end of the game, there's only 5 seconds left. If they go to a pick and roll, maybe trap right away, get the ball out of his hand. But it was like he got it and he shot it almost immediately.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you this. You know what? He catches a big break there too. Is that a good shot?
No,
and it gets overlooked because of the tip in to win the game.
And how well he has been at getting to the basket, getting his shot, getting fouled, getting to the free throw line. But shoot, man, you put that ball. That's why I am a fan of getting a shot up early enough for an offensive rebound. You've got to. It's the dream for
it was
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then shoot. I guess the dream for kids. We do, but think of the offensive rebound.
Well, and it also ended up being just the dream sequence for New York. The ball bounced high and soft, and it couldn't have been on a tee anymore. And again, shame on the Spurs. You teach 10-year-olds. It's like the premise of basketball is boxing out is one of the first things you learn.
Oh my God.
And you
they don't box out in the NBA, man.
And by the way, they don't. Yeah, they just go get the ball. Okay. Well, if they're not going to box out, let's at least put up some sort of blockade. They can't go.
Something, man.
Because by the way, it's not the middle of February, game 50. No one cares. It's NBA Finals, game 5, and you just let the game be tied for about 6 different terrible reasons. From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Honestly, I hope the Knicks win it in San Antonio. They're going to win anyway, so hockey sticks for those fans. I hope they win away from MSG. Might be a little bit of...
Honestly, it might
be a truth there.
There might be a truth there.
Yeah, I mean, just go ahead and win in San Antonio, and then you can tear up your own city, and no one else will have to worry about you. How about that?
That parade is going to be nuts.
Where are you on the excite meter for the World Cup overall, and Team USA more specifically?
I'm going to watch tonight. I don't think I'm going to go somewhere to watch because 9 o'clock.
No, yeah.
Yeah, no, the only 9 o'clock I'm here for is one right now. The 9 o'clock nasty. But no, I'm excited. I think USA has a shot to make it to the knockout rounds.
Okay.
They have Paraguay.
Senegal, maybe? Is that
it's two other. Turkey is good. Turkey's in.
Turkey.
I don't know if we'll beat them. And I don't know who the third one is, but obviously got to come away with this one. Paraguay, I think I remember that match, watching it, It wasn't a World Cup. It was like
friendly. But it turned unfriendly.
A friendly, or was that what's that thing we do? The
Copa
or the
CONCACAF? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the one I can't pronounce. Sure. I think it was one of those. And my buddy Jeff, if he's watching, he's gonna give me a hard time because he's such a huge soccer guy. We play FIFA from time to time. But no, man, I used to be Will You Get got me really into soccer. I just hate the little not the dumb stuff, the antics of it at times.
I don't like where they act like their leg just got blown off when they barely.
Because then you're like, dang. If when they are actually hurt, you're thinking like, get off the ground.
Well, and worse than that, though, it's an affront to all the big boys playing other professional sports where they really do sacrifice their body. And and sometimes in soccer, by the way, I played a couple years of soccer in high school.
Nice.
There's nothing. I was in Puerto Rico. I had no options. If you're going to play in the fall, it was going to be soccer. There's no football, no nothing. Right?
It was like middle school.
This is high school.
This is high school.
I went to high school in Puerto Rico. Yeah.
What?
I went. You probably won't remember. You probably, you wouldn't remember. Do you remember a big, like historically, Seton Hall in their championship game against Michigan? They had a big interior kid named Ramon Ramos. He ended up dying in a car accident. He was a first-round draft pick by Portland. He was on the Seton Hall team that went to the NCAA championship. That was my ilk and era down in Puerto Rico. He was the guy you didn't want.
Was it hard to leave?
He was like the U of local high school.
It had to be hard to leave.
Nah,
leave Puerto Rico.
Nah, it's high school, bro. You're ready to go. You don't know any different. I'm ready to go off to college, and I will say this: it was an awesome place to live. As I wouldn't want to live there as an adult. Because it's too inconvenient. That's why. It's not a great place, but just
you almost got to commit to being off the grid.
And when you're a kid, you don't care.
Yeah,
and this is also pre-cell phone, pre-everything, right? This is back in the day where you
That's nice. Sounds kind of nice, doesn't it?
That's some freedom. You're darn right it was. So, so anyway, Australia would be the fourth team in the in it's Turkey, USA, Australia, and Paraguay, who they open with today, and like. To make it, you don't have to win it, right? To make to the knockout?
You need to be the top two teams.
Top two,
yep.
So, I mean, come on, man. If you can on home soil emerge from a bracket of Turkey, Australia, and Paraguay and be top two, then, again, I said it yesterday, and I'll say it, as softly or harshly as needed. We should never be hosting the World Cup. What right or reason do we? Our fans don't. Our country doesn't love it. We're split out all over God's green earth. It's like going and playing.
I mean, I think for the most part, even the countries that host the Olympics, like it's like that double-edged sword. Like, yeah, we got it, but holy moly, the logistics, the safety, I was listening to the guy on the news. The security and all the things that they have to think about for this, because you have, I think I don't know if I'd go to a match, or maybe the match is the safest place to be, honestly. Wow. Like actually in there for the match. That might be because in I know this in Premier League they don't sell beer in the game.
And somebody was also saying that they put the fans in, like they bring them in and take them out separated.
Dang.
I don't know if it's all. It was in one of the leagues. Who was telling us that story? Somebody told us that story.
Probably JJ, maybe.
Was it JJ? Maybe. Yeah. Then one of them though to keep those kinds of things from happening.
I get that. When I went to a few soccer matches overseas, and then just my basketball experience, you cannot have the opposing fans in there unless it's like in Italy. It was okay because like they were like, we love basketball, but there's more to life. In Greece, it was like Olympiacos, Panathinaikos, so that we're going to kill you. I mean, it's practically it. Someone's going to die.
Did you overall your experience playing in Europe?
I enjoyed it.
How much did you play there? Where did you take you exactly?
I was in Turkey. That was my first year. Greece for 2, Italy for 2, and last season in Israel. I liked my coach. The first year was kind of weird to adjust to him because he spoke English, but a lot of the coaches, when they really want to get on you, they're like, assistant coach, I need you to translate for me. They're saying because they just want to go off and cuss at you. Right. It's pretty much all that is. But my coach the second year, man, or in Greece, he just had like small man syndrome or something like imposter syndrome. He had to be a dictator to the team, which up to then, every coach I played for, you're like, I'm going to do whatever you say. but you don't have to be demonstrative about it. And he just did not connect the dots there. So I don't say I was miserable. I loved my teammates. I loved the opportunity, but I was like, man, this coach is for the birds, man.
Yeah. Did you have any former either rivals or teammates? Did you play with any of them or against them?
Yeah, plenty. Trevor Rutherford that played at Alabama.
He was on your team?
He was on another Greek team. On my team, DJ Strawberry, son of Daryl.
Sure.
Son of Daryl.
Maryland, maybe?
Yeah.
They came into Gainesville and played one year. Did he play against you? Were you on that team that played against DJ? Maryland came to the Dome? He's a little older than you,
He's
isn't
good. He's a good player.
Yeah,
really
lefty,
good.
isn't he?
Lefty.
Yeah.
But he was a wild man.
Yeah.
he was.
Well, his daddy came to see Apple Tree. His dad's crazy, man. Or was.
He was. Othello Hunter.
Okay, sure. Georgetown.
Gosh.
That's a good talent. They love it over there, too, don't they?
Eric Green, he played at Virginia Tech. He was a good player.
Was Calathis in Greece when you were?
Calathis was at Panathinaikos
when you were there?
And he's so fortunate, man. His granddad or great granddad has some little Greek in him, so he got a Greek passport.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to serve in the military because that's usually a requirement.
Oh, if you're Greek and you play in their league, you have to serve in the military.
You got to do three years of military. They'll work around where you just got to do certain times of the year. They'll compromise, but Nick. He killed over there.
Yeah, he was a good player. I thought he would be more. And he came to the NBA. He was actually pretty good.
Well,
I thought he could have been a Jason Kidd-like.
You know who Nick Calathis would have been? He would have been Brendan Sorsby for the Florida Gators. He had gambling issues as well back then.
I got you.
That's
kind of low-key NBA kind of shunned him away.
It's like, hey.
Because he went and played for the Rockets.
If you come back, there's going to be major compliance issues. So.
That's why he was European, then came to the NBA, went back European. They said, no, they found. Oh, wow, that's interesting. There we go. Scoop. Again, once it is, it's Scoop Young.
Yeah.
Dear Drill is next.
Let's go.
It's GFL Friday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When Jaguars news breaks, you'll hear about it first on 1010XL.
I just came from the locker room, and one of the players told me this.
Home of the Jaguars, 1010XL.
Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why we are North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes in our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
You want to get a little action in the game as the World Cup is underway. You can go to Kalshi. It's the world's biggest soccer tournament. It's arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. You see, on Kalshi, you trade every match from the opening stage all the way through to the final. Let me tell you what to do. Go to KALSHI. I'm sure by now you've heard of Kalshi. But you can go through the exact procedures and how you can best maximize your ability to predict outcomes. So whether it is a specific match that you would like to invest in, or maybe it's who's going to win overall. With the percentages very easily explained, you'll have a financial stake in your predictive abilities. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code 1010XL. You'll get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, KALSHI. Trade the beautiful game.
Hacker here for Cornerstone Interior Solutions. If your AC is working overtime every summer, your insulation may be the problem. Homeowners and builders across Northeast Florida are calling Cornerstone to upgrade to spray foam insulation. It seals homes, crawl spaces, garages, blocking in cool air and blocking out heat. So your home stays cooler, your system runs easier, and your energy bills stay under control. Don't wait for peak heat. Visit CornerstoneInteriorSolutions.com.
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA? Who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we got a show to do here, boys. Welcome back. It's a GFL Friday. All right, noted Knicks fan here in the building, Mike Dempsey, says the NBA's even commented on that, and that photo that we see where OG Anunoby's hand is 8 inches down De'Aaron Fox's forearm was after he had actually already touched the ball. That's what they're saying. Now, what are you looking now again? You think it is a foul?
It looks like a good block. It looks like a good block.
Yeah, so this picture can't, like the one that I got on the text line, I'm telling you, the one that's got tweeted out, that can't be exactly accurate. It's either missequenced or it's flat out Photoshop. If this had happened, if De'Aaron Fox had been going up for the layup and he hit him down almost at the crease of the elbow, it would have been obvious. We would have said something. They would have replayed it slow.
I wonder if De'Aaron goes to try to dunk it, and it still gets. Let's say he tries to dunk it and still gets blocked. Are they still saying the same thing? Because I can't get mad at a guy for going strong. In that aspect.
Only thing that I do think
would have liked him to pull it out. Of course,
and it's fair to question the IQ and the focus. I mean, there's much more inexperienced younger basketball players who know well enough to circle that thing back out front. Circle it back out, run some time. You know, if they're going to 2 points is 2 points, buddy. Now you get at the free throw line 6 seconds from now, and they're a lot more valuable.
Yeah. So, gosh.
All right. You know what?
He's going to have a good game tonight. I'm calling that. Fox is going to have a really good game. Bounce back.
Okay. He looked like he was on the verge of being like SGA good in Sacramento, and it just has not worked since he's gone to.
Everyone goes to Sacramento and their career dies.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Is it the time?
It's Deer Drill. It's time to use the God-given wisdom to help people.
Give me a good one.
Situations that are much worse than ours.
All right, guys, time for Dear Drill. And this one comes from Riverside. Dear Drill, I've been married to my wife for 2 years. We met online and have known each other for about 5 years. We originally lived an hour apart, and after some persuasion, we bought a condo together. Everything was going great until I began noticing my wife's attraction to other women. I noticed women crushing my wife wherever we went, whether we were on vacation or just at a grocery store. I also believe she's been finding women online and having relations with them. I don't think she's gay, but just think she enjoys making sweet love part. Also, she still makes sweet love with me. I hate the fact that she does all of this in secret. She denies anything is happening, but I've caught her in many lies. We are retired and living off both of our savings, but most of it is hers. Okay, I see where we're going. I don't know if I could survive on just my savings alone. She's also threatened to take a lot of my savings through litigation. I'm stuck. I love her, but I can't continue to live this farce.
Man,
Help, please.
the sexiness and the sauciness of that letter disappeared when we got to retirement age, by the way.
Where are we going? She's getting crushed on.
I mean,
are you
exactly.
Like,
what does that even mean?
How does he know?
What does that mean, crushed on? Like, I've lived for a long time, and I've walked around with a beautiful woman on my shoulder. I don't see her getting crushed on at bars and restaurants. I mean, what are we doing?
What does that look like? So to be like confident
flirting with her? Is that what they mean? Yeah. What? I've never known.
Flirting with, I think.
Yeah, but
verbally with the eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going on with you two. I would say
therapy.
That if your wife cheating on you is a deal breaker, then the deal should be broken because your wife is most certainly cheating on you.
Yeah.
I mean, simple as that. You're making it a lot harder. So I would say, my advice to you would be, what would you do if your wife cheated on you?
How would you feel if you're about to get married and your wife says, "Hey, I want to do this marriage thing with you, but for one day out of the year, you got to give me a pass."
Yeah, no.
You're like, "No, I'm not signing up for that." No,
of course not. Because the reason we're getting married is because there are no more
there are
passes.
no passes.
We're single-minded here is what we are.
That's Riverside for you.
Oh, now we sliding out to the bird. Middleburg.
Oh, way down there.
Oh, Middleburg.
The letters come from everywhere. The Googans are everywhere. I met Maureen 25 years ago, and we dated for a few months. Since then, we've remained friends in loose contact, married and divorced from each other's partners. For years, we began talking and socializing more often. I've made it clear that I'm not interested in dating or romantic relationship. In fact, I stopped dating 9 years ago. I've never been able to make a romantic relationship work successfully. We live in different states, but we talk and text daily. We also vacation together, and I consider her to be a best friend. Over the past year, Maureen has been dropping subtle hints that she sees more than friendship in our relationship. I've downplayed her reinforcements and the boundaries, which seem to work in motion. However, not too long ago, she mentioned in passing that her adult son asked whether we were secretly married.
Wow.
This suggests to me that either she isn't clear with him or she's really trying to pursue something. The problem is, I don't want to ruin our friendship. How do I move forward with this?
First and foremost, are you a eunuch? Like, you're best friends with a girl. You like her a lot. You hang with her all the time.
Not vacation.
She wants to just add another level of some physical intimacy to your relationship. What are you unable to? I don't like. What's the? You like her?
You
dated 25 years ago. What is your deal,
hit the boy with
bro?
some Bluetooth? You need to hit the boy with some Bluetooth, dog.
Hey, man.
Are you afraid? Is there something unsightly about you? What is the whole? Again, it'd be different if.
Does he not want to be happy?
I don't know. I don't get. I can't answer. I guess this is where
some of the best relationships I've heard are like people. It's your best friend.
This is where ET is right. It sounds kind of cold, man. You have to send me pictures. I can see what I'm doing.
I love that part right there. All right, one more, gentlemen.
Okay.
Oh, Southside. All right. My boss doesn't set boundaries between work and our personal lives. I adore her, but the job is very stressful when it comes first. She recently became engaged, and I don't know how to accept her husband. When we're together, he's constantly on his cell phone or makes mean-spirited jabs at my husband over sports. We can't all cheer for the same team, and banter is fun. but this feels personal. We do not share political beliefs either, so we're very selective on what we talk about in order to not offend. He was supposedly joking when he said the guest list is going to be shrunk in half and we're not invited. I'm struggling to get over his comment and feel he doesn't want us there. He dictates what food we should have for her birthday and what should we purchase as a gift. I could make a long list of interesting insights about him, but it would take forever.
Who are these people?
Well, the next 3 times.
What are you doing?
It's if it's, any sort of get-togethers initiated, you say no. Y'all don't get along. You're not friends. You don't share things in common. In fact, you share things that you're directly opposed to. And there's also some misgiving. I mean, this woman writing this letter doesn't understand how guys are and what a woman might see as regressive attack.
I know, right?
That could just
right.
be dudes talking sports, and maybe your husband got in his feet. I don't know all that. This is an easy solution. I don't know any job ever where you are required to spend your personal time with your boss.
That's it right there.
That's
You're
it.
Right. Well, my business partner, and it's funny. He got his employee was like, you know what your problem is? You prioritize becoming friends with your employees, and he said once he made that hard line to stop making that such a big thing. He said his business has been thriving.
You could still be nice and professional
Without a doubt.
and respected,
Without a doubt.
but like all getting together, you blur the lines of where you're being taken, right? Of who's taking
The business comes before.
For sure.
And
That's right. And a lot of times, especially today with the new emerging workforce, they don't get that, right? All right, that's Dear Drill. You're welcome. Not sure that was
keep the letters coming in, Jacksonville. We love it. Keep them coming.
Not sure that was a golden moment of the morning, but we'll find one when we return. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Feel the roar and chase the wind to victory lane.
Through 3 and 4.
This Sunday at Pocono Raceway.
3 wide for the lead. 1 lap to go.
Powered by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234 on your NASCAR station. 1010XL.
There's a simpler and easier way to get your construction permits. PermitRockstar.com. PermitRockstar.com has a team of rock stars. Construction rock stars that fight the permit battle for you. The Permit Rockstar platform can virtually automate and submit your permit paperwork, eliminating mistakes. And their private provider can save you weeks on plan reviews and virtual inspections. Get your permits faster. PermitRockstar.com. Stop waiting on permits and get back to building. PermitRockstar.com.
Need or want cash? Beach's Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, gang, Hickett here. Call me Dreamfinders Danny. Man, look what Dreamfinders is doing again. They do it all the time. An amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right. 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. What do? You go to dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. If you're a first-time homeowner, man, contact the folks there. They'll work with you. I promise. Check them out. The homes are beautiful. You'll find them all over Jacksonville. 15 different locations, I believe.
15 of them things.
Thank you, E. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy. So you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you.
Prosser here. Get those boats ready. The Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout presented by Yellowfin is almost here. Coming up Saturday, June 13th. Just go to oldschoolkingfish.com to find out more. The grand prize, a 21-foot Yellowfin hybrid boat worth $130,000. And with limited boundaries, no live bait buying, and no checkout, it's seriously old school fishing. That's why we call it the Old School Kingfish Tournament. Here's how you do it. Go online, sign up. You become part of what's always a terrific tournament. It's Old School Kingfish Shootout. oldschoolkingfish.com.
Jacksonville, this is your club. Sporting Jacks is proudly representing the First Coast in the USL Championship. bringing professional soccer and unforgettable match day experience to Hodges Stadium. Feel the energy of professional soccer as Sporting Jacks continues to build something special on the First Coast. Join us as Sporting Jacks continues its historic inaugural season. Get tickets today at sportingjacks.com or call 904-863-KICK. Pro Soccer, Pro Jacks.
Got a dent or a scratch that needs fixing? San Jose Collision in Mandarin offers expert auto body repair and works with all insurance. Family owned and locally trusted. San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, the golden moment today, I'd say look, U.S. Soccer, we've worked many years to host this World Cup. This was supposed to be the culmination of a good build for U.S. Soccer. And, well, here it is. And so Team USA debuts tonight at 9 o'clock. And, I said this yesterday. I think I'm fine with the World Cup, especially considering where we are on the calendar. It's the middle of summer.
I'm sure you have. You've been to a USA watch party for a soccer game
sure,
before.
I have. The first one I ever went to actually was for the women's team when they hosted the World Cup back in the early 90s. Yeah, the one where Chastain took off the.
That was out.
I remember watching that.
Man,
yeah, I remember watching that when it happened.
Great.
So it'll be USA Paraguay tonight, and we still see if they can advance. And I'll remind you that JJ's soccer what's it called? The soccer show. Huh?
Soccer show.
That's like I said. It's like naming a dog, but that's okay. You can follow the World Cup with a little bit of local tie-in there as well. The Jaguars minicamp is complete, and they now just kind of turn their attention towards a couple of workouts next week, and then you let them all go for a while. I think that everyone down there who is running the teams, they understand that what we see here in the flashy headlines, they don't really mean much. NFL is a game played in pads. They are down there in shorts and T-shirts. This is not NFL football. This is NFL practice.
Right.
And and that's why there is good. And I think, Liam, they see what we see and they say what we expect them to say. And that's kind of refreshing after all the, unnecessary subterfuge.
When's the last time you've been surprised by something you see this time of year right? Like there's no real drama. I guess the competition drama for like Cleveland quarterback position, a lot of questions there. But like I guess the Jags, big thing we're trying to see like the picks that they've taken, how that's going to play out. But when's the last time you've been surprised?
I think that I don't know if surprise would be the right word. I don't know if this fits within the question of asking about surprise, but I do think that we are being naive. Maybe naive is too strong a word. You won 13 games last year, so your own offensive and defensive lines can't be atrocious. But I don't think they're near good enough to win a Super Bowl. And I think the Jaguars know they're not. So how that is approached, I don't think the Jags' offensive and defensive lines are good enough to win the Super Bowl. I don't care if Trevor throws for 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. I don't think that.
If he's throwing 50 touchdowns, that line has got to be good enough.
Fair. That's fair.
It's got to be.
And again, I don't think they're the worst. Either one. I don't think they're the worst in the league.
Well, last year started out and we were like, oh, wow. They definitely are surprised us. And then they were like, oh, now this is kind of what we expected. And then,
And
after the Texans game, I mean, the team went on a great run.
The other guys get paid too. Right,
And
our
by the
O-line
way-
is going up against the defensive line and guys that are also,
By the way,
kickers.
I was talking to somebody the other day, giving you credit that after the Texans game, when you were going off on them in the morning, they said that was a turning point right
Yeah,
there.
thank
So,
you. Yeah.
Jeff, next season,
That was
if
funny.
that happens, get at him.
Unbeknownst to each of us, because his came at 11:30 on his TV side the night before, and mine came at right out the gates at 6 o'clock the next morning. Neither watcher aware, but Hicken had done a similar thing and eviscerated him on TV the night before. So they got the double barrel.
David Mills, man, goodness gracious.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun season. All right. I appreciate you, my man. You doing the podcast today?
Yeah, I got the podcast. Yeah,
Okay.
about to cut an ad for the June fundraiser, and then shoot, I don't know what I got the rest of the day.
All right. Well, I appreciate you filling in, stepping in, and your basketball knowledge. Game 5 of the NBA Finals is tomorrow night in San Antonio,
Tomorrow night, yeah.
and we'll see if the Knicks can or if the Spurs can force a Game 6. Because I will say this. I think they lose this week, Patrick. If they win, I think they lose the next game. If they win the next game, I'll give them a chance to pull an upset. Because now, we have screwed up everything. We have led and we have lost. Let's just finish this one game and go home and play for it all. But you got to win this one first. And 3-1, you don't come back from. That's been determined.
I'll tell you what,
it's only once.
Wemby's got a chance though to go down. Do something crazy here and solidify that I am here.
Yeah, if I'm
really
the Knicks,
here.
you don't want it to linger, man. And by the way, that pressure that they put on themselves, I think it showed. Like they put pressure on themselves when they blew Game 3. I don't know if they blew it. When they lost Game 3, blame the refs. Suddenly it's 2-1. Now there's pressure. Well, if we don't win this one, we're in big trouble. And then you look up and you're 27 down. I don't know how the Knicks came back when you put it that way.
Man.
I really don't. All right, we'll introduce you to Jaguars today. That's coming up next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Summer break means the kids are home and your plumbing is working overtime. If something's acting up and backing up, call Duck Duck Rooter. We've got years of experience and honest pricing that's as straightforward as our fixes. With the Summer Splash Plumbing promotion, receive 1 free drain cleaning with any plumbing repair of $500 or more. Fix what's wrong, clear what's clogged, and get back to enjoying your summer.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Homeowners, is your home storm ready? Now during the storm season sale at Renewal by Anderson, you buy 1 window or door and get one 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. There's never been a better time to protect your home before the next storm. But this offer ends June 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
You can actually win a side-by-side at Best Bet St. Augustine?
You know it. Only at Best Bet. The more you play, the more chances you have to win.
Poker, great food and drinks, and a chance to drive home in that side-by-side?
That's what all the buzz is about.
Play your favorite poker and table games at Best Bet St. Augustine for your chance to win an incredible side-by-side. Earn entries now through August 7th. Grand prize giveaway happens August 8th.
Now this just got serious.
Get in the action. Feel the excitement at Best Bet St. Augustine. Details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is David Garrard, and as a former quarterback in the NFL, I used to take a lot of knee punishment from defensive linemen. But with the PRP treatment at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, my knee problems are well behind me.
This is Patrick Malarkey. My friend Jeannie recently had hip replacement surgery at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and she's doing really well. My experience at Southeast Orthopedic has been nothing short of exceptional.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, Checkmate mascot and cultural ambassador.
Summer is a perfect time to have your garage floor coating installed. With our chemicals drying even faster in the warmer weather, it's a busy time for us, but we can still keep our prices surprisingly affordable.
And with 0% financing available, you can enjoy your floor now and pay for it later.
And Chester can enjoy his fancy British tea that I have to pay for.
I do enjoy a nice Darjeeling, Brendan, and the quality is important.
And at Checkmate, the highest quality is our minimum standard.
On flooring and tea.
Gorgeous garage floors?
Check. Perfect installation?
Check. Easy payment options that make your great new floor affordable? Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, it is time to execute a handoff. It's Jaguars today. They're coming up next. The mini camp is in the books. Just a couple more workouts left next week, and then time to get ready for Jaguars football season. Mike, what you got?
Well, yeah, you're right. Hiatus time coming up. Hiatus for me next week, but we're going to finish strong. Last look at mini camp for the week. Demetrius Harvey going to join us from the Florida Times Union, and we're going to talk about where the Jags find their biggest edge on the competition in 2026.
Okay, and it's nice to be just in a world of narrative and rhetoric where we're talking about edges and advantages and not, you think we can win 5 this year?
And it'd be one thing if, you're hearing this coming off a 4-win season. They're coming off proof of concept. They improved by 9 wins under the first-year coaching staff and organizational change. So it's easier to buy in that environment.
Cool. Fair and a good point. We will look forward to Jaguars today. What you got going on this weekend, my brother?
Go pick up Gritty.
Oh, that's right. You told me
Gritty.
that.
Yeah,
right.
Gritty's in town for the next couple weeks.
We got some little summer sports set up and all that good stuff.
Yeah, got to keep them active.
All right, well, drive safe, my brother.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you next week as well. Jaguars today is coming up next. It's been a GFL Friday on The Drill.